curl their hair. Everybody want to be Jake, but except Jake. Jake trying to look like the nations.
They put in fake bottom.
Yeah, they put it in a fake breast, you know, to look like Jake. Because by Jake, through the Spirit and the Most High, have perfect structure. And all that is just blessings on the Most High.
Revelation chapter 7 verse 9. After this I beheld a great multitude, which no man could number, of all nations, and kindreds, and people, and tongues, stood before the throne, and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes, and palms in their hands.
Yeah. What is the white robe? The white robe, the scripture says the righteousness of the saints. And the palm go back to the victory. Just like when they show you, like in the age of Olympics, when they win, they will give you a palm crumb. A crumb, when they show like a palm, go back to victory. It's a symbol of victory. You understand? So we only get the victory. We get the victory over this flesh and over Esau. You understand? Over Esau's kingdom. You understand? Because we forsook the world. You understand? What did Yahweh Shai say? I pray not that thou shouldest take them out of the world, but that thou shouldest keep them in thy name. May the Lord keep us in his name. So therefore we call upon that name in trouble, and the Lord delivered. Lord, you know, guarded us. The Lord guarded us like a hen and protected us. And in Zechariah, like God. Alright, we're going to give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. Double honor to the apostles of greatness that well, salutations in the name of say elect. Right? Here we're going to Zechariah, said what? It says the Lord will be a wall of fire around the inhabitants of Jerusalem. Understand? So the Lord protecting us, the Lord protecting the elect. Understand? The Lord protecting the elect. So that is how we're gonna get the victory. Because the Lord said if the elect sake is short these days. Well,
this is Book of Psalms, chapter 91, verse 14. Because he had, I'll start at verse 13. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and adder, the young lion and the dragon shall thou trample under feet. Because he had set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high.
The young lions and who?
And the dragon.
Yeah, a young lion is a fierce creature. Them young lions is like you Edomites, right? You Edomites, you are by all the other nations. You nations are beasts. You understand?
That's right.
But fierce beasts because why? Because you know you have the power over us right now. So the Lord giving us the power. Didn't the Lord say give us the power to tread upon serpents? You understand? Eh? The serpents was talking about too. You people coming against the truth.
Fine.
You understand? That is who the Lord, because guess what? You ain't gonna see a snake and machete. You can't be sure about that.
Hey, today I walking down the road to go in the shop, and I see one, but the thing is I didn't know what I did all life, but I just back. You understand? I say, just do some scope you and say, but it's there. Say some kind of young man come whatever the case is, me don't fuck with snakes at all.
And then we Lord give Lord through the Lord there. The Lord giving us that power to tread upon serpents, tread upon what? People in this kingdom who would seem to have some sort of power. The Lord giving us power to be on top of them. Hey, look, we in Esau's kingdom. And look what we doing. We prophesied about his downfall. Back then, men used to run and go in caves and hide after they done prophesy. Running through windows and lay down on the wall in basket. You understand? You have a shot to run through the crowd. You understand? But the Most High changed the times now. You understand? The Lord changed the times. Well, guess what? They can't do us nothing right now. I mean, in martial law, they're going to seem to come at us. But openly, they're going to come at us because by the Spirit of the Lord, he said, touch not man anointed, till he suffer no man to do them harm. Well,
There's the book of Psalms 105 and verse
14, it says, he suffered no man to do them wrong. Yea, he reproved kings for their sakes, saying, touch not mine anointed, and do my prophets no harm.
Yeah, prove kings for their sake. For whose sake? For Israel's sake. You know the amount of things the Lord did for us? The Lord said many kings have I destroyed for their sake. Yet Israel said, wherein did thou love us? You understand? Where you love us? And that is like an ungrateful son. Because you know your father might put you through hardship, and then they go say, well, Daddy, you don't love me, but you don't understand the way your father do it. Your father trying to teach you. He trying to spoil you. He trying to teach. He trying to, because the scripture said, train up a child in the way that he must go.
Precept, yes, sir.
You understand? And that is what the Lord doing us right now. The Lord train us up through the Spirit of the apostles in the way that we must go.
Scriptures. Israel does teach their children the spirit. Even them does teach their children after the flesh.
Awesome. This is the book of Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 6. It says, for whom Yahweh loveth, chasten it and scourge it, every son whom he receiveth.
Yeah, look at Paul. Paul didn't need Yahweh. Paul, if we Paul Yahweh for all he did. You understand? When the Lord said he that bruised his own son. You understand? If the Lord, bruised Yahweh Shai for what he did, the Lord ain't gonna let us go. The scripture said that he will in no wise let you go. You understand? The scripture said that in Ecclesiasticus. He said that the Lord will not acquit a sinner. You understand? But I can't remember the scriptures. Is it Hebrews, I believe? But it said that, I think it's in Hebrews, I can't remember. If every sin receive a just recompense. Anybody know that one? If every sin receive a just, how shall we stand? Yeah, like Psalms. Like Psalms 133. Psalms 130 or 144.
130 and 3.
130 and 3. God, let's say you can read that.
Book of Psalms 130 and verse 3, it says, if thou, Yahweh, shouldest mark iniquity, O Yahweh, who shall stand? But there is forgiveness.
Nah, you read that. Alright, yeah, can understand? Who shall stand? So the Lord winketh. Understand? The Lord winketh in time of iniquity. Understand? Talk about it for something.
Anybody got a precept there? A precept?
I have a precept. This is Malachi chapter 1 and 6 and jumping up to verse 2. It says, a son honoreth his father, and a servant his master. If then I be a father, where is my honor? And if I be a master, where is my fear? Said Yahweh Shem Shai of hosts unto you, O priest that despise my name. And he say, wherein have we despised thy name? Verse 2, I have loved you, said Yahweh Shem Shai. Yet he say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother? Said Yahweh Shem Shai. Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Alright, so going back to what the brother was saying, basically what the Most High do when he teaching his his children discipline. Alright? So he could be honored in them. But right now, two-thirds of all people, they're not taking instruction. Because the scripture says, as many as he loves, he chastises them. Sometimes you just have to scourge your child if you love them, because you don't want to see them going wrong. Right? As our brother Kwame was saying, hey, if you see any child going off a cliff, right? You'll have to rebuke him to let him know the dangers. Sometimes you might have to put two whip on your ass.
Yeah. This is what I was looking for. It's Hebrews chapter 2 verse 2. For if the word spoken of by angels was steadfast, means like if the angels used to go report everything about the elect now, and every transgression and disobedience received a just recompense of reward. Just like we read, if the Most High should mark iniquity. So the Most High said, nah, Forget him for that. Leave him let go. How shall we escape if we neglect so great salvation? So how we gonna escape if we just, and the reason why we gonna receive that mercy because of this truth. And because we in this truth, because we need grace of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. You understand? Read Acts 13:28 somebody.
Book of Acts chapter 13 verse 28. It says, and though they found no cause of death.
Acts 13. Nah, just now. We'll make sure.
Somebody speak back there.
It's Acts. Not 28. 13, not 13.
Acts chapter 13 verse 28. It says, be it known unto you, therefore, men and brethren, that through this man is preached unto you the forgiveness of sin.
Yeah, so through Yahweh Shai was preaching forgiveness of sins. Go ahead.
Verse 39 it says, and by him all that believe are justified
Yeah,
from all things.
all that believe are justified. You believe in Yahweh Shai, you justified. Go ahead.
By all things from which ye could not be justified by the law of Moses.
Yeah, so the things that you couldn't be justified by the law of Moses, you justified through Yahweh Shai. But the scripture said, you are not given a man a license to sin. So don't just go and sin and believe that, if we sin more, then grace got bound more. Nah, it don't work that way. If you continue sinning, yes, you're going to fall from grace. But the things that in the law that merit death, through Yahweh Shai, you can be forgiven. Except for blasphemy of the Holy Spirit.
Precept here. This is Romans 8 and verse 33. Who shall lay anything to the charge of the Most High's elect? It is the Most High Yahweh that justifies.
Who gonna come and blame the Lord elect? Listen, man, hey, guess what? Is the Most High giving you life or not? You can't come and, like David, look at things David do that. Men can put to them for more simple things. You understand? And you say, well, hey, when the dice David, you don't come between the Most High and David. Most High and David have a special connection. You understand? You know David was the second spirit after Yahweh Shai. You don't know? That is the Most High one. So you can't go in the scripture just talk about a man who can complain to the master about his servant. You understand? The master will hate you.
Verse 34. Who is he that condemneth? It is Hamashiach that died.
Because the scripture said, the Father judgeth no man but giveth all judgment unto the Son. That all men should honor the Son as they honor the Father. You understand? So Yahweh Shai is the one who coming out here to condemn. You understand? You see, only God can judge me. And look, Yahweh Shai cannot judge you. Well,
Yea, rather, that is risen again, who is even at the right hand of the Most High Yahweh, who also maketh intercession for us.
for us, for the saints, for the elect. You understand? Yahweh Shai is the one who is pleading with us. Yahweh Shai is the one who is saying, Father, ease the burden. Or Father, here what? Tweak up the burden a little bit more. You understand? You need a little bit more lesson, you need a little bit more jamming to man him up. You understand? Or hey, this one of mine, I acknowledge him. You understand? So send some angels to protect this brother.
Our next one here for you.
Yahweh Shai is our we call it like lawyer.
33 and 34.
That's intercessor. Yes, sir, he's the one pleading the case. Go ahead.
Our next one here is Isaiah 57 verse 15 and 16. For thus said the high and lofty one that inhabiteth eternity, whose name is holy.
So when the Lord say, come up hither my people, who gonna go up? Who gonna go up? The ones who Yahweh Shai know. You understand? Lord saying the angels to deliver the elect. The scripture said, where the eagles are, there also shall be the body. You understand? The Lord said, hey, look, the elect there you go and hey, I said, when there shall also be the body. So Paul, you know, in that time, the Most High might have brothers in groups, you know, and the angel go and collect that group, you go and collect that group, you go and collect that group. You understand? But the Lord knows who is men are. You understand? The Lord knows. All we have to do is just keep that faith, keep that hope, and you have a Shem and Shai to be delivered. Now we said, go and tell you, wait for it. It look like it's taking long, but just wait. Understand? Just wait. The Lord working his work. Understand? Wherever the Lord do, the Lord know what he's doing. Because the scripture said, the creature pays it to the manifestation of the sons of the Most High. You understand? So, hey, guess what? Your house shall not eager for us to come up. But we just have to wait, just have to bear with it. Waiting is the hardest part. That is it. But guess what? An eternity of everlasting joy pursuant to Isaiah 35 and 10. Hey, it wait the words. You like you meet a woman and she make you wait. I never been through it. You know, I know you can't men with a girl 3 years and never get it pussy. I can't do that. But hey, that is like, you know, something like that. Yeah, how Shy doing us, making us wait. So that when they get it, it's worth it. But to wait 4 years for some pussy now. Go ahead.
Right? Isaiah 57 verse 15 and 16. For thus said the high and lofty one that inhabiteth eternity, whose name is holy. I dwell in the high and holy place with him, also that is of a contrite and humble spirit, to revive the spirit of the humble, and to revive the heart of the contrite ones. For I will not contend forever, neither will I be always wroth. For the spirit shall fail before me, and the souls which I have made. Right? So basically the Most High is saying, hey, I you know, the top one, I the boss, you know. And I dwelling with my son, because Yahushai really and truly was meekly humble himself underneath the power of Yahweh Shai even unto death, right? To come and receive the elect, because hey, if Yahushai Mashiach didn't die, right, to offer himself as a living sacrifice unto his heavenly Father to open the 7 seals, we will not get this knowledge, right? So that's why he said to revive the spirit and the heart of the contrite ones, which is what the elect, because the elect is the ones who on this earth right about now going through the scriptures, getting that understanding that we're living in now wicked time. You know, so what the Most High doing, he say, hey, I'm going to revive them, because I'm not going to be angry at them forever. You understand? Because hey, if that is the case, then no flesh going to be left to be saved, because he's so going to fuck up the whole place.
I remember, before I come into this truth, I remember I got a dream that an angel took me by a sea. You know, a large sea. And I can't remember if he was standing on my right or on my left hand. But I know I couldn't look past his shoulders. It's like my head was, when I looked in his direction, and I couldn't raise my head to look from, like to see his face basically. But when he came by the sea, point at the sea, and what was in the sea was packed with dead chickens, dead white chickens, packed with it. And I said, well, what are these? And I can't remember exactly what he tell me. But when I watch again, you see one of the chickens come alive and fly out. And then 2 come alive and fly out. And like, but very few they were coming alive and flying out there. And they're going back to Sakadas rest.
Ezekiel too.
The son of mighty sea. The son of mighty sea shall cast forth fish.
I want to back here in Ezekiel. Right?
That's the elect coming alive.
Dry
in
bones.
Ezekiel
Dry bones.
37, the valley of the dry bones.
This is the book of Ezekiel 30.
Hey, guess what? Isaiah 6 tying into Ezekiel 37. Because when we were dead, that is when the Lord took away his spirit. You understand? That when the Lord took away his spirit, we couldn't see, we couldn't hear, we couldn't understand, so we were dead. You understand? When the Tobit said, it's Tobit, there's Baruch. Baruch said we were like them that go down to the grave. You understand? We were like them that went down into the grave. But when the Lord's spirit come back, that is when we were healed. And that is when we came alive. The scripture said in Colossians 3, and he that was dead in sin and trespass, and he quickened.
Well, when them Baruch say, hear the prayers of the dead Israelites.
God. Until it's the same chapter.
Same one?
Until it's the same chapter.
Baruch 3.
Yeah, I look in for it a while, but just to back the point there with Makazaji. Go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 9. Except the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua of hosts had left unto us a very small remnant, we should have been as Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah. That dream that he had where few of his chicken was back their life. I see that is small remnant. That the Lord reserved unto life.
And all that's really just
that's going to wake up that deep slumber. That's pertaining to Isaiah chapter 29. The Most High calls upon them to fall upon them deep sleep. And Ezekiel, as the brother was going into Ezekiel 37, the whole nation was as a valley of dry bones. But it's the word spirit that quickeneth, John 6:63. And the word was given unto the elect. So they're going to come back alive. There's a small remnant of them. So the nation of Israel is not going to be like Sodom and Gomorrah, which Sodom and Gomorrah was totally destroyed. We still have hope, we're not forsaken.
The precept here. This is Ezekiel 47, verse I'll start at verse 8. It says, Then said he unto me, These waters issue out towards the east country, and go down into the desert, and go into the sea, which being brought forth into the sea, the waters shall be healed, and it shall come to pass that everything that liveth, which moveth, whithersoever the river shall come, shall live, and there shall be a very great multitude of fish, because these waters shall come thither, for they shall be healed, and everything shall live, whether the river cometh.
With this wisdom.
Can.
Yes, shall be what?
Verse 9, And it shall come to pass that everything that liveth, which moveth, whithersoever the river shall come, shall live, and there shall be a very great multitude of fish, because these waters shall come thither, for they shall be healed, and everything shall live, whether the river cometh.
And they shall be healed. The scripture said, after 2 days, we got Hosea chapter 6. Hosea chapter 6. The scripture also said, Lest they hear with their ears, see with their eyes, and understand with their heart, and be converted, and what? And healed.
He said the water shall run in every land, right?
Through the desert places.
And this YouTube channel is, this channel is channeling the water to the desert. You understand? Because this place got the wisdom of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And this is what this YouTube channel doing. Channeling the water to the four corners of the earth. And that's how we wake up.
This is Deuteronomy 32, verse 1 and 2. Give ear, O ye heavens, and I will speak, and hear, O earth, the words of my mouth. My doctrine shall drop as the rain, my speech shall distill as the dew, as the small rain upon the tender herb, and as the showers upon the grass.
Right.
That is Israel. But the scriptures say, all men are like grass. Yeah. So on this side, on the western hemisphere, when we came here, this was like a wilderness, a desert place, because it had no truth, no knowledge of the Most High within it.
That's right.
But using the YouTube, the Most High say, when I'm, it's Ezekiel, Psalms 90, when I'm come down.
Right, rain gonna be plenteous. So gonna be all over. Hosea 6 and 1. Hosea chapter 6, verse 1. Come and let us return unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, for ye have torn. And how you just do that? How you can say, hey, come and let us return to the Lord? First of all, the scripture said, you have not chosen me, but I have chosen you. So the Lord had to call you. And then when you be called and you realize you need to say, no, what you say, hey, yeah, I want to serve the Lord, have a shine. And then you might turn around and tell somebody, hey, there's the truth. And that is how you do it, but nobody does not pick up on their own and you have a shame. I mean, Lord could do it. But the Lord said, hey, to the foolishness of preaching, He saved them that they had to go through that entrance, through preaching. Understand? How shall they hear except a pastor? How shall I understand except somebody teach me? You ain't gonna go pastor.
Micah 6 and 9, it say, the voice of the Lord shall call in the streets, and the man of wisdom shall hear the name.
For he hath torn, and he will heal us.
Yeah, Lord torn and now you will Lord split us. Lord broke us down. Lord cast us into slavery. He caused us to discontinue from our heritage. All this because of iniquity. Understand? But the Lord healing us right now. Did the scripture tell in Malachi 4? Malachi 4, somebody read that. Malachi 4 and 1, I believe. It's 4 and 4. I think.
Say what?
Well,
Malachi chapter 4, verse 4.
I think it's verse 4.
Remember he the law of Moses?
Now, you see how you were sent to the broken and the father to the heart.
5.
Right.
Malachi chapter 4, verse 5. It says, Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet for the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord. And he shall turn the heart of the fathers to the children, and the heart of the children to their fathers.
That's the Lord healing us. And before that judgment day, the Lord said what about Bethels, and now we here, continuing his legacy through the Spirit of the Lord. That's right. Understand? Which is Elijah the prophet. And we turn the heart. How we turn the heart to the Father? You just like, turn to your worldly Father. Daddy, I love your days. Now the Lord bring back that unity in Israel. The Lord bring back that unity in Israel. Tell them about the tribes of Jacob. We're going to take away the scripture said in I believe it's Isaiah 11 and 12. Comment down 12 or 14.
Right. Should they shall not envy? Should they shall not vex Ephraim? Ephraim should not envy.
Judah. Understand? So that the Lord bring back that peace in Israel.
Two sticks. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 49, 42 and verse 16. It says, I will bring the blind by the way that they knew not. I will lead them in the path that they have not known. I will make darkness light before them and crooked things straight. These things will I do unto them and not forsake them. They shall be turned back. They shall be greatly ashamed and trust.
Right. That's the Lord can lead us in peace. That place is light to us, and that's what the Lord did. Lord told us the light in our minds so we can see what we're doing, know the right from the wrong.
God.
Isaiah chapter 11, verse 30. The envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off.
That's right.
Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim.
Yeah, understand? So the Lord will take. When scripture said, the Lord have broken asunder his bands. We understand he has broken the brotherhood between Israel and Judah.
Right.
So now what the Lord doing, the Lord bringing that back here. The Lord bringing back that brotherhood. You understand?
That one is it.
Because you really think in these last days we're gonna let these nations come between us again? Nah, fuck that shit. As when they watch Lion King, Lion King is Israel. Nah, I talk about this shit, the old one. If you ever watch Lion King chapter part 2, when guys after Scar dead, when they in the kingdom with Simba daughter, Kiara. In the end, remember they said Kobe was Scar's son to come and infiltrate and kill Simba to be king. But it had a war between the two clans. And in the end, we won, I think it's Kitomi, this Kobe mother, and she wanted them to go and fight and kill him because apparently they were stronger. And when she daughter said, when she said kill them, she said them? Us? She said they are us. You understand? They are us. Israel and Judah is the same people. It's one nation, one tribe. They have no difference. But the scripture said that. The scripture said that. It's Acts. It says Acts chapter where is it? Oh, Acts chapter 15 verse Acts chapter 15, 8 and 9.
Acts chapter 15 verse 8. It says, and Yahweh which knoweth Yahweh Hashem Yahushua which knew it, the heart.
Where that?
And it says, and Yahweh Hashem Yahushua which knew it, the heart, made them witness, giving them the Holy Spirit, even as he did unto us. But put no difference.
Yeah, he gave his spirit unto them. He gave his spirit unto them as he gave it unto us. When?
Now it says, and putting no difference between us.
Don't put no difference. When?
Between us and them, purifying their hearts by faith.
Yeah, so don't put no difference between us and them, because we are the same people. We're the same tribe, the same nation. You understand? One in Yahushua. Somebody give it that in Colossians chapter 2. I think it's Colossians 2:11. I think it's not Colossians, it's Ephesians 2. Ephesians, alright, go ahead.
It's Ephesians chapter 2, verse 11. It says, wherefore remember that ye being in time past, Gentiles in the flesh.
Gentiles in the flesh, not Gentiles in spirit. We were looking like Gentiles. Some of us used to look like Egyptians. Shaving off here, we head, our face looking like Mr. Potato Head. You understand? Wearing pants tight to our crotch. You know, wearing pink. All them kind of tight. You understand? Go ahead.
It says, who are called uncircumcision by that which is called the circumcision.
Yeah, so we was calling, back then we was calling them unclean. You understand? Go ahead.
In the flesh made by hands. That at that time you were without Yahushua, being aliens from the commonwealth of Israel, and strangers from the covenants of promise, having no hope and without the Most High in the world. But now, in Yahushua, ye who sometimes were far off are made nigh by the blood of Yahushua.
Yeah, I mean, put your scriptures to show you who and that off. Go ahead.
Says, for he is our peace.
He is our peace. Yahushua brought back that peace in Israel. Yes, sir. When you read the book of Maccabees, you'll see who they were far off. They who totally forget they were Israelites. Yes, sir. Go ahead. Hey, like this guy, Julius Tiberius Alexander. His father grew up, his father knew he was an Israelite and raised his two sons as Romans. And guess what? Julius was a man, a high man in the Roman army. And I believe that he was the man who really conquered Israel under Vespasian Titus. You understand? Go ahead.
Those who had made both one and had broken down the middle wall of partition.
Who had made both one. Ezekiel 37, he made both one. He made that stick, made stick. The scripture said there shall be one in my hand. Go ahead.
And had broken down the middle wall of partition between us, having abolished in his flesh the enmity, even the law of commandments.
Yeah, so the law is what caused the problems between Israel and Judah. Judah didn't want nothing to do with Israel and the other Jews that was scattered because when they were keeping the law. They didn't want nothing to do with them. They cast them over mosquito. Go ahead.
It says, even the law of commandments contained in ordinances, for to make in himself of two and one new man, so making peace. That he
And that's not talking about making us one with the other nations. To hell with them nations. You people need to gain your right mind. Understand? You people need to gain your right mind. If you don't understand the history, you never understand the history of the Gentiles. Go ahead. It's like you're trying to watch a series that have 20, like a series that have 20 seasons. When you go on season 15 and try to tell somebody who watched from season 1 how the story going. You understand? I find that very bold. You only read the New Testament, but you try to tell somebody who the most reveal the truth unto what the Bible says. A majority of the people who used to do that is only go with hearsay, you know. If you realize, plenty of them is going hearsay because you know why they're going to hearsay? Children go big children in these last days. So it sure is hearsay. Anytime I hear somebody quote that, they ain't nothing but the Bible. Everything with them know is hearsay. Right?
Yes. Verse 16, and that he might reconcile both unto the Most High in one body by the cross, having slain the enmity thereby.
Hey, that word reconcile alone showing you who the Lord came for. Understand that word reconcile. Even when it said that he was slain on the cross, the scripture said that he was made manifest unto all Israel. Matthew 1:21. So that he would take away the sins of Israel. That is what he did on the cross. So how all people come into that? Well, man.
This is Matthew chapter 4, and I'll start at verse 12 unto verse 16. It says, Now when Yahushua HaMashiach had heard that John was cast into prison, he departed into Galilee, and leaving Nazareth, he came and dwelt in Capernaum, which is upon the sea coast in the borders of Zebulun and Naphtali, that it might be fulfilled, which was spoken by Isaiah the prophet, saying, The land of Zebulun and the land of Naphtali, by the way of the sea, beyond Jordan, Galilee of the Gentiles. The people which sat in darkness saw great light, and to them which sat in the region and shadow of death, light is sprung up.
Understand? We said that here among the Gentiles. Among the Gentiles, and we taught ourselves to be Gentiles. And we wanted to be Gentiles. You understand? We wanted to be Gentiles. You understand? But now we realize the truth. The knowledge of the truth coming to us, and we realize that, hey, he's so much better than them. What did Ezra say? I believe it's Ezra said what? A day of Babylon better than the day of Zion? Nah. Them other nations doing here better than us. Understand with that?
Two precepts. This is to show you why the circumcision we're calling the others uncircumcision. This is Romans chapter 2 verse 25. For circumcision verily profit if thou keep the law, but if thou break the law, but if thou be a break of the law, thy circumcision is made uncircumcision.
God.
Right.
And I just show you that guess what? If you're breaking the law, you gotta be an Israelite.
Good.
You understand? They no longer consider circumcised, they consider uncircumcised, so they cast you off.
Good.
Because what the scripture said, if it's in Corinthians, it said, for circumcision is nothing, and uncircumcision is nothing, but the keeping of the law.
Good.
So circumcision all revolves around the law.
Good. And this proof that they become uncircumcised. Right? This is 1 Maccabees chapter 1, verse 11. In those days, when they're out of Israel, wicked men.
Hey, the scripture said, circumcise the foreskin of your heart. So you can't be circumcised in the flesh and make yourself uncircumcised in the flesh.
Good.
You're going to make yourself uncircumcised. When the scripture said you make yourself uncircumcised, means that you forsake the laws of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai.
That's right.
And you're going back to uncleanness.
That's right. It's two circumcisions. One in the flesh and the next one is spiritually. Right? He said, in those days, Salak, 1 Maccabees chapter 1 verse 11. In those days when they were out of Israel, wicked men who persuade many, saying, Let us go and make a covenant with the heathens that are round about us. For since we depart from them, we have had much sorrow. So this device pleased them well. Then certain of the people were so forward therein that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinance of the heathen, whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem according to the custom of the heathen.
How Israel see the customs and the heathen
Good.
more pleasing.
Good.
And I read the scripture in Romans 9 and 31, I believe. It says that Israel, which followed after the law of righteousness, had not attained unto the law of righteousness,
Good.
because it sought it not by faith, but as works of the law.
Good.
So Israel is to keep the laws as a tradition. Like this king, I can't remember what king it was in the Book of Kings. You know, he he was keeping all the laws and he was saying because why? Because he had a prophet that was over him. Or when the prophet died, hey, guess what? He just kept persuading the others to do all sorts of wickedness. I think that was the kid that was 8 years old. Let's see that friend.
Yeah, but First Maccabees chapter 1, verse 15. He said, and made themselves uncircumcised and forsook the holy covenant and joined themselves to the heathens and were sold to do mischief. And that's how they become uncircumcised. They forsook the covenant of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And that's why the Jews was calling the northern kingdom uncircumcision. You know, we kind of was acting like heathens. As your brother said, the desire, the heathen custom more.
Jeremiah chapter 4 verse 4. Circumcise yourself to the Lord and take away the foreskin of your heart, ye men of Judah, and in the inhabitants of Jerusalem, lest my fury come forth like fire, and burn that none can quench it because of the evil of the wind.
Take with the foreskin in your heart, you humble yourself. You understand? This way you gotta do, humble. You know?
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 17. It says, Ephraim is joined unto idols, let him alone.
Yeah, I think it's Jeroboam. It's Jeroboam make Israel went off when he built the two calf. Yeah, so Ephraim, up to this day, Ephraim still joined onto them idols. Especially you show them when you show them Jesus Christos. You know, when you tell them this is the devil, El Diablo. They hold their hair, they want to plow the hair. Like, how you gonna say something like that? You know? I got Akra right here, he was by Simeon. And we tell Simeon, hey, Jesus Christus is the devil. You know? They start tripping in the house. You understand? Yeah.
This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 11 and verse 14. It says, Then I cut asunder my other staff, even bands, that I might break the brotherhood between Judah and Israel.
And that's what happened. And that's why Judah look at Israel like heathens. You understand? Because that's what they was acting. You know, they was looking like heathens. If you look today, you can see them. So-called Trinidad, them is heathens. They taking part in carnival. You know, Asher coming across the border, doing the same thing. Taking part in carnival. You know, they're going to these different, taking part in these different customs, Christmas, Father's Day, Mother's Day, birthdays, Valentine's Days, same thing. You understand? This is the heathen custom. You know, the desire to dwell, to do the heathen customs. You know, they got people right now don't prepare for war carnival. They set up to take loan to go war, to give homage to Bacchus. You understand?
This is the book of Romans, chapter 3 and verse 19. It says, Now we know that what things soever the law saith, it saith to them who are under the law.
Yeah, it saith to them who are under the law, and there's the Israelites. Psalms 147, verse 19 and 20. They're under the law, right? You understand? So, you know, these retarded Israelites, they want to bring everybody into our heritage. There's confusion. You understand? There's confusion. You know?
The scriptures are against that because inside the animal kingdom, hyenas and lions
don't dwell together.
So there's natural enemies by nature.
By nature.
While the hyena is a greedy scavenger, right? Just like these other nations, mainly blasted Esau.
He's the king of the hyenas.
Yeah. Stand watching some documentaries with them today and going into the characteristics of them lions and them, you know. So they no wonder why the Most High call Israel a lion also. Esau is a different kind of lion because by them lions and them when they mating season about 200 times a day or something, so they have to sex 3,000 times a year. You understand? So they does it after every 20 minutes. Mr. Man bursting. You understand? But these in the animal kingdom, scripture say, ask nature, and nature shall teach thee. Right? Most I make all these other nations, they have different characteristics, a different spirit. How the hell they going and dwell together in peace? You know? One must be a dominant thing, and that is Israel.
Right. Yeah.
Amos chapter 9, verse 11. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the bridges thereof.
Yeah, this is what the Lord doing. Tabernacle, they will fall as elect. You understand? How we close up the breaches? You're seeing brothers from the northern kingdom and brothers from the southern kingdom. They bang it together on the highways and byways. That's how the Lord closed up the breaches thereof. Bringing back Judah and Israel as one. As they say in Ezekiel 37, you make them one stick. You understand? Right? Where that?
Baruch chapter 5 and verse 5. Arise, O Jerusalem, and stand on high, and look about towards the east, and behold thy children gather from the west unto the east by the word of the Holy One.
Yeah, by the water. That's how they're coming alive. This water bringing back them dry plant, elect. You understand? Moving them from a dehydrated state to a hydrated state. You understand? And that's how waking the elect up. Bringing them back to life. You understand?
That's right.
Go ahead up.
Rejoicing in the remembrance of the Most High.
Yeah, rejoicing in remembrance of the Most High. We rejoice because we remember the Most High. You know? And we give the Most High praise every day. You understand? You finish it? Okay.
Amos chapter 9 verse 11. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the bridges thereof, and I will raise up his ruin, and I will build it as in the days of old.
As in the days of old, and David was ruling over all these heathen nations. David had the foot on these heathens' neck. You understand? And that if the Most High can raise in the days old, that means we can rule over all these heathens.
That's right.
You understand? We're going to be ruling under Yahweh Shai, King David, the 12 and the 144,000. We're going to rule in. You understand? Because David was ruling over all them heathens. Right? And this is the works that you people see now, you people can't comprehend. Because you people dead. You understand? Dead. Finish that?
John chapter 10 and verse 16. And other sheep I have, which are not of this fold, them also I must bring, and they shall hear my voice, and there shall be one fold and one shepherd.
So if Yahweh says you have other sheep, so who's the sheep? Yeah, Matthew 10 and start from 5. Because you see, you got other sheep. Don't get bright. The other sheep is the northern kingdom. Right, go ahead.
Matthew chapter 10 verse 5. These 12 house I sent forth, and commanded them, saying, go into the way, go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And as you go, preach, saying, the kingdom of heaven is at hand.
Go to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. You understand? The house of Israel. And the Most High talk about the two family. The Most High talk about the two family. Right? After the death of King Solomon, the Most High divided the kingdom. Right? There was Judah and it was Israel. Right? Throughout the Old Testament, it was Judah and Israel. In the New Testament, so-called New Testament, because we're not even in the New Testament as yet, it's known as what? Judah, the Gentiles, Judah, the Greeks, or Judah and the heathens. Those referring to what? The Israelites. Somebody can get Jeremiah 33 and the Jeremiah 33. They show the Lord choose two family. Right? Jeremiah 33 and 33 and 24.
Jeremiah 33 verse 24. Considerest thou not what these people have spoken? Saying, the two families which the Lord have chosen.
Yeah, the Lord choosing two families. That's Judah and Israel. You understand? And they ain't change. They ain't change. Go ahead.
Ye have even cast them off. Thus they have despised my people.
Yeah.
That there should be no more a nation before them.
Yeah, they despise the Lord people. That's why they call them blacks, niggers, Spic, Latinos, Native American Indian. Right? That's why they call them Trinidadian, Jamaican, Bajan, Guyanese. These heathen despise the Lord people. You understand? Right? That's why they come together, right? With one consent to cut them off from being a nation. You understand? That's why the Lord can say you have other sheep of this fold. You understand? As only the children of Israel was called the sheep. You understand? I think it's in Isaiah when he said the king of Assyria, Israel is a scattered sheep. Make you get that? The king of Assyria can. The king of Assyria has taken it away, then the king of Babylon breaking the bone. Yeah. 50-70.
In Mark chapter 50 verse 17.
Yeah.
Israel is a scattered sheep.
Yeah, it's a scattered sheep. So when the Lord said, I can read it back again, Baba Kasha. He said, you had other sheep. I think it's where it was reading. John 10. Yeah. Israel is a scattered sheep.
John chapter 10 and verse 16.
Yeah.
And other sheep I have, which are not of this fold. Them also I must bring, and they shall hear my voice, and there shall be one fold.
And there'll be one
and
fold
one shepherd.
and one shepherd. Which shepherd is Yahweh Shai? Right, go ahead, Ak.
Jeremiah chapter 50 verse 17. Israel is a scattered sheep. The lions have driven him away.
Yeah.
First the king of Assyria had devoured him.
And who the king of Assyria take away? The northern kingdom. You understand? Take them away. Go ahead.
And last, this Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, had broken his bow.
Yeah, there's the two family. Israel and Judah. They ain't changed. But the Lord gonna make them back as one. The Lord bring them back to be as one in Ezekiel 37. You understand? Yeah. The Lord bring them back as one. You have it? Yeah.
Ezekiel 37 verse 15. And the word of the Lord came again unto me, saying, Moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick and write upon it for Judah and for the children of Israel, his companions. Then take another stick and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Israel, his companions. And join them one to another into one stick, and they shall become one in thy hand.
Yeah, become one in thy hand, one nation. Go ahead. Go ahead.
And when the children of thy people shall speak unto thee, saying, Wilt thou not show us what thou meanest by these?
Yeah.
Say unto them, Thus says the Lord power, Behold, I will take the stick of Joseph, which is in the hand of Ephraim, and the tribes of Israel, his fellows, and will put them with him, even with the stick of Judah, and make them one stick.
And they got retired Israelites scarfing against the 12 tribe chart. They're scarfing against the 12 tribe chart. Without the chart, they will know that they are Israelites. Let's show these niggas evil. You know, what's make you evil is your thoughts. Once your thoughts is against Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, don't make you evil. So when you come against the 12 tribe chart sign, don't make you evil. You understand? Go ahead. Yeah, come on.
And make them one stick,
Yeah.
and there shall be one in my hand.
Go ahead.
And the stick will take the house of Hashem Yahushua.
Yeah.
Behold, I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen,
Yeah.
whether them be gone,
Yeah.
and I will gather them on every side,
Yeah.
and bring them into their own land,
Yeah.
and I will make them one nation.
One what?
One nation.
We back John 10. We back to John 10 again. We're speaking about the children of Israel. You'll make them one nation again. Like in the days of King Solomon, King David, King Saul. You understand when it was under Moses too? Bring them back to the one nation again. Alright, go ahead.
This is John chapter 10, verse 16. And other sheep I have,
Yeah.
which are not of this fold, them also I must bring, and they shall hear my voice,
Yeah.
and they shall be one fold
One fold
and one shepherd.
and one shepherd. And you can make them back to one nation. You understand? Yeah, I guess it is. I'm going to something.
This is Jeremiah 31. I'll start at verse 7. It says, For thus said Yahweh Hashem El Shai, sing with gladness for Jacob, and shout among the chief of the nations. Publish ye, praise ye, and say, O Yahweh Hashem El Shai, save thy people, the remnant of Israel. Behold, I will bring them from the north country, and gather them from the coast of the earth, and with them the blind and the lame, the woman with child, and her that travaileth with child, to gather a great company shall return thither. They shall come with weeping, and with supplications will I lead them. I will cause them to walk by the rivers of water in a straight way, wherein they shall not stumble. For I am a father to Israel, and Ephraim is my firstborn.
He's a father to Israel. And Ephraim is his firstborn. You understand? Israel, you know Israel his name was Jacob before. And Ephraim is the head tribe of the northern kingdom, which is Joseph's second son, which was Ephraim and Manasseh. So tell you right, it's two. Go ahead.
Verse 10 and 11. Hear the word of Yahweh Hashem El Shai, all ye nations, and declare it in the isles afar off, and say, He that scattered Israel will gather him, and keep him as a shepherd doth his flock. For Yahweh Hashem El Shai had redeemed Jacob, and ransomed him from the hand of him that was stronger than he.
Then Israel was scattered. That's why the Lord said, you have other fold that is not of this fold, because scattered. As Brother Makazak said, you gotta know the history. If you don't know the history, how are you gonna understand the mystery? You understand?
Jump in. Verse 18. I have surely heard Ephraim bemoaning himself. Thus thou hast chastised me, and I was chastised as a bullock unaccustomed to the yoke. Turn thou me, and I shall be turned, for thou art Yahweh my power. Surely after that I was turned, I repented, and after that I was instructed, I smote upon my thigh. I was ashamed, yea, even confounded, because I did bear the reproach of my youth. You understand? Because why they went into idol worship, being called Gentiles, you know, and that should be a reproach. Because it's a shame when the scripture said that a confusion of faces. Alright? It goes back to basically like shame. But looking like these other Gentile nations is actually a shame. Right? Looking like an Edomite, a blasphemous, leprous person is a shame. You understand?
Go back to the sin. The shame is the sin. The transgression.
Jump into verse 35. Thus saith Yahweh Hashem El Shai, which giveth the sun for a light by day, and the ordinances of the moon and of the stars for a light by night, which divided the sea when the waves thereof roar. Yahweh Hashem El Shai of hosts is his name. If those ordinances depart from before me, said Yahweh Hashem El Shai, then the seed of Israel also shall cease from being a nation before me forever. Thus said Yahweh Hashem El Shai, if heaven above can be measured, and the foundations of the earth search out beneath, I will also cast off all the seed of Israel for all that they have done, said Yahweh Hashem El Shai.
You still see the heaven and the earth. And we know none of these things they can't measure the heights of the heaven and the depths of the sea. We know they can't do it. Alright? And there's more proof that the nation of Israel still here to this day. You understand? Still here to this day. You know?
This is verse 30 and to verse 32. It says, but everyone shall die for his own iniquity. Every man that eateth the sour grape, his teeth shall be set on edge. False doctrines. You know?
Yeah.
Behold, the days come, said Yahweh Shem Yahushai, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah.
Is the two family? Southern and Northern Kingdom. You understand? You make a covenant with them. Right?
Yeah,
So Apostle Paul was repeating what Jeremiah said. He was repeating what Jeremiah said. Because he said the same thing Jeremiah said. You understand? And they, especially these spiritual retarded Christians, they look over them and still saying it's everybody, you know. When the Lord make it plain, Judah and Israel, you know, they're still saying everybody, you know. That's how evil it is.
But the Most High wanted to point out, hey, well, everybody, you know, he would have said, hey, well, Edom, he would have said, well, Canaan, right? He would have said, Magog, Jubal, Tubal, you know. He would have named the nations, you know. But no, he didn't. But he said who he went and take the children of Israel out of.
Okay.
He said, I'm going to take them out from Edom.
Okay.
I'm going to take them out from Egypt, from the Syrians, from the Assyrians, from Gog, Magog, and all these, you know, from the Hagarenes. He said, I'm going to take them away from them. Right? But, so like, yeah.
But then, prophets, the apostles have been clear who the Lord sending them on to. Because like if you look at certain verses and with certain translations, they bring more clarity in a certain scripture. Just like in 1 Peter 1:1, it said, all are apostles to strangers scattered abroad. In others, translations of the Bible, they will tell you to the elect scattered abroad, to God's chosen people scattered abroad, to the people scattered up, to the dispersion scattered among the Gentiles. So they go into dispersion, you know who that is? That is Israel. So you can clearly tell them, but what they do when they like it comes to Nicaea, during that time when they try to bring all them people under the Roman Catholic name. Hey, this Bible talks about Israel. So if you want people to follow it, then you gotta read this or write this so that everybody go, alright, cool, I done with this. So where it says all Israelite men, you will take out Israelites, all men. You understand? That's really they played with words. You understand? But guess what? The Most High left 7,000 prophets that saved these true Israelites.
Good. Hey, Shalom to brother, you have to stop. Shalom.
Shalom. Our precept here.
Just like I want to add to it, sir. Like you said, the Most High make it clear who the covenant is, right? For Judah and Israel. Just like how the Most High make it clear in Psalms 83, who's our enemy. The Most High break it down clear. Edom, Ishmael, and it go on, Moab. You understand?
Yeah. So our nation.
You understand? Yeah, you understand?
And this is a clear indication too. Ezekiel 44 and verse I'll start at 6. And thou shalt say to the rebellious, even to the house of Israel, thus said the Lord power, O ye house of Israel, let it suffice you of all your abominations, in that ye have brought into my sanctuary strangers, uncircumcised in heart and uncircumcised in flesh, to be in my sanctuary, to pollute it, even my house, when he offered my bread, the fat and the blood, and they have broken my covenant because of all your abominations. And ye have not kept the charge of my holy things, but ye have set keepers of my charge in my sanctuary for yourselves. Thus said the Lord power, no stranger uncircumcised in heart, nor uncircumcised in flesh shall enter into my sanctuary of any stranger that is among the children of Israel.
That's plain. And they ain't changed. The Lord say he ain't changed.
And it's clear. It's Ezra chapter 2 verse 61. And of the children of the priests, the children of Habiah, and children of Koz, and the children of Brasilia, which took a wife of the daughters of Brasilia the Gileadite, and was called after their name. These sought their register among those that were reckoned by genealogy, but they were not found. So it had my want to be the priest office, but they couldn't find the genealogy records. So there's a conclusion. Therefore, were they as polluted, put from the priesthood, And Tashata said unto them that they should not eat of the most holy things till they stood up a priest with the Urim and the Thummim. You understand? So until we come on the most side, you can be a part of this. You understand? That is where the trying spirit. Like somebody might say, hey, you know, I like this, I will be a part of this. You have to try the spirit to know if he's a healing or not, because you don't want to bring the healing in the Lord's house. To upset the natural order and things. And if a man speaking way and you realize you're here, they're going to pay him out.
Because the Lord make it plain in Deuteronomy 23, right? If all people going to be accepted, then we're going on with Moab and Ammon. The Lord said they shall not enter into the sanctuary to the 10th generation, even forever. You know, because they met you not with bread or water or something like that.
Hey, all people is all people.
Can.
So then guess what? You're going to take Obadiah out of the book. Because Obadiah said Esau going to be cut off forever.
Can. Lord
So
say.
you can't say all people and include the Romans, because according to them, the Romans white. So if the Romans talking about the so-called white man according to Christianity, then guess what? It means Esau going to be saved, so then they have to take Obadiah out, because Obadiah said they're going to be cut off forever.
Can. Hey, the scripture say there shall no more be a Canaanite amongst them or something. So I can't remember, it's one of the small prophets, I believe, say there shall no more be a Canaanite, basically like the Lord going to destroy them. That's not. Can, yeah. Zechariah 14 verse 21. Yea, every pot in Jerusalem and in Judah shall be holiness unto Yahweh Shemiah of hosts. And all they that sacrifice shall come and take of them and sit therein. And in that day there shall be no more the Canaanite in the house of Yahweh Shemiah of hosts. Meaning it a next nation.
No one look alike. Because you look like a J, he's a J. It's about the spirit. Understand? It's about the spirit.
Wheat and the tears, let them grow together. The wheat and the tears is two plants look similar alike. You understand? There's a lot of
when them Christians like oh gosh, them have good, I believe them are the good. But what the bird is too, what is actually good, in another bird's S.
Mockingbird.
Is it mockingbird? When the other bird fly up, that gonna fly in the bird nest and lay one of his eggs. So the mother bird gonna come back up and take here's my eggs. So they're gonna find egg. And then bird naturally gonna be bigger than the other bird. So when that hatch now the others, that literally gonna get rid of the other eggs. They're gonna get rid of the other eggs. So only that gonna be nourished up by the mother. So that is what the parents trying to do. The parents trying to get rid of us so that they could be nourished up. But guess what? You can't fight against both sides.
That's right.
It's right.
fighting a losing
You
battle.
can't come in and get rid of Israel and receive Israel's blessing. The free why the scriptures talk with the accuser, the brethren, who accuse us before the Most High day and night. That is why you be praying all them wickedness and selling food to try to get us defiled. But you don't understand the grace of the Most High. The grace of the Most High is why Israel shall not be consumed by the grace of the Most High. They will not consumed. Because it's written in history that once we sin, we're going to be cast off. But guess what? The more you do, the closer the Lord take care, because of His mercies enduring forever. That's right. You can't turn the Most High against you. Hey, the scripture say in the Apocrypha, when it's time to save, none can hinder. You can't hinder. The scripture says now is the time of salvation, you can't hinder.
The book of Sirach chapter 24 and verse 8. It says, so the creator of all things gave me a commandment, and he that made me caused my tabernacle to rest, and said, let thy dwelling be in Jacob, and thy inheritance in Israel.
Right? That's why Lord calls wisdom to draw among Israel. Understand? And still seeing Israel with that wisdom. That is why the created vengeance was what? Was from the Israelites. That is why only Israel could bring on these scriptures. That's right. The elect of Israel. That is the real Israel. The elect.
We for them, by them, about them, so who else could understand? And like Edomites there.
Yeah, Edomites
The
there.
people that created the heaven and the earth alongside Yahushua. So wisdom dwell with them.
Now, if you said that, yes, because hey, you're talking about before the other nations, just like the mockingbirds now. You understand? And this is what the Most High was telling them. Isaiah 8 and verse 9, it says, associate yourselves, O ye people, and it shall be broken in pieces, and give ear, all ye of far countries. Gird yourselves, and it shall be broken in pieces. Gird yourselves, and it shall be broken in pieces. Take counsel together, and it shall come to naught. Speak the word, and it shall not stand, for the Most High is with us.
The scripture said, he disappointed the devising craft. You understand? He disappointed the devising craft. You can't do nothing without the Most High doing. Your thoughts are not your thoughts. Your thoughts are the Most High thoughts. So wherever till you seek to it's like you in a room full of cameras all around, 360. And you think that you could try to do something that the people behind the cameras won't see. You can't. Lord, I 10,000 times brighter than the sun. Right?
Verse 11, it says, for Yahweh...
The scripture said that you're going to pull out sinful kingdom.
For Yahweh Hashem Yahushai spake thus to me with a strong hand, and instructed me that I shall not walk in the way of this people, saying, say ye not a confederacy to all them to whom this people shall say, a confederacy, neither fear ye their fear, nor be afraid. Right, so hey, though a host shall encamp against thee, be not afraid. Right? Because all these other nations, right, along with 2/3 of our own people, when I want to come up against the Lord's elect, you know, but the Most High saying, hey, don't be like these people. Even when 2/3 of Israel make a covenant with death and hell because they're afraid of the multitude, the Lord say, don't be afraid like 2/3 of your people. Stand firm, stand strong.
And that's like we was talking about earlier on that. When we talk about Revelation 17, them that mark like the beast. You understand? They make a confederacy with the beast. So they mark them and desire the kingdom, this kingdom. So they are really destroyed. And I just give the same come out of my people and touch what they are doing. Will be a part of Esau's kingdom, will be a part of the system. The scripture says in Job 3, and I believe it's 20, it says, light is given unto him that is in misery. Anytime you love this kingdom, you wouldn't be in misery. You will be saying sweet, sweet tea and tea.
This is Nahum 1, 9 and 10. What do we imagine against Yahweh Hashem Yahushai? He will make an utter end. Affliction shall not rise up the second time. For while they be fallen together as stones, and while they are drunken as drunkards, they shall be devoured as stubble, fully dry.
Hey, Lord, all them people who don't want to turn to this, as the scripture said, all who don't want to see the Lord will not be put to death. You understand? But what you have in this world to desire, this world cannot be destroyed. But guess what? The Lord said He put the world in your heart. And so the Lord made this woman so richly decorated that all they could see is the beauty, and they can't see the blood that polluted that she built upon.
Scripture say in Proverbs, but they did not know that dead men are there or something. Book of Proverbs. Yeah.
John the Revelator, what? Look at this woman with admiration you want to use. And John look upon she. Yeah. This is to see the beauty. But what the scripture said, beauty is vain. You understand? Either vain or deceit. Is a Proverbs 31. Vain. Yeah. The scripture said this world is the heaven and earth is preserved unto a fire.
Yeah, preserved unto the fire.
Yeah.
Proverbs 31 verse 30. Faith is deceitful and beauty is vain, But a woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised.
And yeah, it is good. Understand? And that's what they see when they see this woman, which is America. Understand? All they see is the beauty. Everybody want to go to America, they watch it on TV. They see how Esau dress, especially the black woman. You understand? They see in America they having the long extensions, they having all their makeup, so they're into that. You understand? They driven to do as you know, the same rule as the Romans do. You understand? That is their mentality. They just do it wherever the other nations do. Matter of fact, they do the other nations do. They do what Esau published to them because plenty of things that Jake do the other nations do. That.
Ezekiel 24 and verse 6. It says, wherefore, thus saith the Lord God, go to the bloody city, to the pot whose scum is therein, and whose scum is not poured out of it. Bring it down piece by piece, let no lot fall upon it. It says, for her blood is in the midst of her, and she set it upon the top of a rock. She poured it not upon the ground to cover it with dust.
So basically, when they pour the blood in, you're getting rid of that pollution. So she won't get rid of that pollution. She's still doing it. You understand? And she's proud about it. She's proud about it too. Just like how she put in that pot upon the hill. Thanksgiving. You understand? It shows that they're proud of shedding that blood in Thanksgiving. You know, when they kill the Native Americans. You understand? When you're proud about some wickedness that you will come up with that day. When they do with Thanksgiving. Yeah? Yeah. Understand how she keep that pot with the blood up, you know, on top of the donkeys that all you see.
Putting up statues of Christopher Columbus, and these people are conquered the natives. Everything they show movies, you know.
Prepare for the Thanksgiving, and then I Jake prepare for that too. You celebrated the downfall of your own brother. Yeah.
Just like Diwali, light over darkness is that fire, the catching that Jake on fire. Yeah, that's always forget you.
Jeremiah 51 verse 9. We would have healed Babylon, but she's not healed. Forsake her, and let us go everyone into his own country. For her judgments reaches unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the sky.
Yeah, America is terminally ill. Terminally ill. Don't mean Babylon can't get healed.
That shall be thy meat, that confusion is a confused place.
Just say, they shall not take their stone like to build up. You see, they say, they shall build up, but I will throw them. You understand? I will throw them the borders of wickedness. So they were trying to heal, but the Lord God still put it up because God had purpose to destroy Babylon.
That's right.
Lord allowed it to build up a kingdom, and now it's more time to like we do it like a stack of cards, or like if you build something out of dominoes, you build it up just to be part of it, just throwing it down. Understand? And I see the Lord doing part of building America is to destroy it. It's a great destruction.
Romans chapter 9, verse 17. For the scripture said unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth.
Right. So imagine the new side baby. And guess what? To show you travel fast. Look how far Egypt is from Jericho. Look how far Egypt is from Jericho. And before Israel reached Jericho, Jericho don't know where Israel, where most I do for Israel in Egypt.
Right.
That's how fast news is travel. And this when the scripture says, all eyes can see.
Can.
In Revelation 18, it says they're gonna say what great cities like unto the city In 1 hour, the destruction come. Yes, son. Isaiah. Can't. Yes, sir. And you still travel fast. Imagine now. Isaiah 24 said, whole earth. And I'm going to kill like a drum. So much missiles is that?
That is why the Lord, the scripture said they call him the Lord of the whole earth. Because imagine you actually build a city so big, the towers reach up to the sky, you call them skyscrapers. Usually they have military might, all these kind of things, and you just come in to destroy it. You understand that going on and have these other nations like
Shaking the head.
I'm not going on fuck with you.
You try to meditate under 1 hour.
God.
52 states. 1 hour. You could just, let me say you gotta go, let me say you gotta make a spin by the mall. You say you're gonna leave 3 o'clock. You gotta be there for 4. Let me say you leave 3 o'clock, but you check back your watch, it's done half past here already, you know.
God.
And you really do nothing, you know. So you just imagine in 1 hour.
It's less than an hour. Because the missiles taking 20 minutes to reach one half and 2.
And it's not one missile taking 20 minutes.
Yeah, sir.
It's a fleet of them.
And that is a slow one. I ain't even talk about this one. The one from Russia.
Yes, sir.
Let's move at hypersonic speed.
So the avant-garde. You got the avant-garde, you got nothing to pick it up.
It's moved like this.
Yeah.
I think it's
And it could go to the atmosphere. Fucking come down.
yeah, but it's in hypersonic speed.
Yeah.
15,
Real fast.
like 15 minutes. That's taking 15 minutes
Yes,
to
sir.
cut across from Russia to America.
10 minutes. And Russia loading got it. Turkey gonna have it, China gonna have it,
China, yeah.
Pakistan gonna have it, India gonna have it, Sri Lanka gonna have it. You understand?
and they had this one, China had the one where they say shape like a that. Now the aerodynamics on top of that. When that shoot off, that cutting through the air. That cutting through the air.
Would that go back to missile? I hate the scriptures. I said it in the scriptures.
That one rolling 20 nuclear warheads.
You know what World War III is? Matter of fact, you know what war is? All the world wars was what? Was a reset. You know what World War III is? World War III is a great reset. Because with this guy, I think it's Albert Einstein, said World War III will be fought with World War IV. Will be fought with sticks and stones. There's a whole reset right here.
Right.
And that is what the Lord coming to do. Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning, and that will follow. The whole I make all things new. World War III is a great reset. That's right. That is what it is, a great reset.
The revolutionary will be televised.
Yes, sir. That one is a reset, not taking our press.
Yeah.
Like they're showing day after tomorrow the video, the movie that tell Apostle Larry Amla was talking about after America get bombed with the nuclear bombs, they see people start to move back around with carriage and then kind of thing because they said that EMP first, so nothing ain't working, so people working on horse and carriage and them kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's like they show them the protect the flag.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah, better.
It's been 2 minutes, I will come out, I want to see it. My next one come out. I see what you know.
Revelation chapter 18, verse 9. And the kings of the earth. Revelation 13, verse 8. Therefore shall the plagues come in one day, death, and mourning, and famine, and she shall be utterly burnt with fire. For strong is Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, the God who judged her. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, at last, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come.
In 1 hour.
Yeah.
Son, 5 minutes could be 1 hour. 10 minutes.
And those If you really want to know how angry is the Most High, just look at how these missiles build and the destruction that they bring in. It's always so angry is the Most High when he can just burn you the fuck up.
Serious slash and
Last was the cloud that set taller than Mount Everest.
Yeah.
It's big Mount Everest look like a man.
Let me show the Most High's balance too. The missile doing destruction and also cleansing the atmosphere, and cleansing water. You understand?
Hey, it had to be a great explosion because you need to be out in space and see that lake of fire.
Yeah.
Them explosions that be real big.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy them and do live something to say. When the World Trade Center is wrong, you'll see that smoke in different states. Imagine when
Hey, I remember it's like in St. Vincent. But he didn't want Montserrat in Europe. And he was getting ashes in St. Vincent. Go past St. Vincent from Montserrat, he was getting ashes. So imagine America moving.
This is precept. This is the book of Job 40 and I'll start at 7. It says,
fire and worms, that fight against my pigeon.
Fire, worm.
it says, gird up thy loins now like a man. I will demand of thee and declare thou unto me. Wilt thou also disannul my judgment? Wilt thou condemn me that thou mayest be righteous? Hast thou an arm like Yahweh Shamir Shai? Or canst thou thunder with a voice like him? Deck thyself now with majesty and excellency, and array thyself with glory and beauty. Cast abroad the rage of thy wrath, and behold everyone that is proud, and abase him. Look on everyone that is proud, and bring him low, and tread down the wicked in their place. Hide them in the dust, and bind their face in secret. No, that is where the Most High going and even and humble, you know, all these other nations. Because they're proud.
Yeah.
Rage of the Most High when he shoot off them nuclear missiles is utter destruction.
Okay, you got Jake saying, but no, them missile not gonna shoot out. You see all these nations looking to buy missile, to build missile. You think this is our exhibition? Not exhibition.
Some bombs actually when they get shut off, they explode, come back in and then send out our next wave.
Yeah.
Like a 3-stage bomb.
Yeah.
See, they don't want people, they don't want to cause a hysteria, but to make them look like, hey, World War III riding.
Yeah.
You understand? So you don't worry about living and we worry about you.
Got them docile. What about them submarine what China have? Them IA artificial intelligent submarine.
No soldier inside.
No soldier inside.
You see the new drone where they have?
Nah, I see with the drone.
That drone real jet, but that was really good. A military parade that they had, and then they bring out new missiles.
So have great things.
Yeah, he said got toys, right?
This time coming up.
He said got things.
So have great things.
He said got real toys.
Super soldiers.
Yeah, real toys. Real gadget. You got real gadget.
Like in that movie, Angels Are Falling.
Yeah, I want to see the movie, you
Come
know.
out.
Yeah, them Jones, I want to see the movie. I want to take in the movie.
Yeah, during that time, we saw some toys.
Yeah.
His sword was blessing.
Yeah.
But bless me, most sign. God said it that day, because they from a standard.
Right.
God. So God said, when you look at that wood standard, you can push it back. Understand? And they will not come against the net when they not, without it. Understand? They will run into the old debt. Like this brother who had a dream. They still had a dream. But they now war the heavens. And what happened? So is it the kings and whatnot? And they was fighting against the apostles. The apostles was flying with two porters and so remember
that there was I think he see an apostle Ariam lab, and when he was flying, he was just bursting some barriers, like poof.
Yeah.
I think he did stop in midair, like an instant stop.
I think 2-3 years back.
I can remember that video.
Already written. That's sort of gonna happen. That's already written.
And that father ship going and come with a payload of anger in it
You understand?
Yeah, when you look at the missile build, you can see this is the angle of the Mossad because their missile is part of the Mossad army.
Now missiles is chariot technology. With lasers. Because the same thing lasers gonna do a nuclear missile could do. Because when you read Ezra's, we said it turned to dust. They show you that in war the worlds. But when you look at a nuclear missile, they say the heat from a nuclear missile so powerful, it can actually bring it to nothing or turn it into a pillar of stone.
Yeah.
They should end there after tomorrow. People stand up, they like stone.
Lord say, I created Smith.
That's how intense the heat is.
Yeah.
They say the sun is 15 trillion Fahrenheit. They say a nuclear missile can range between 50 to 150 trillion Fahrenheit.
Yeah, young Mel.
Huh? Oh, no, I just show you. Just show you.
God.
Show you how intense the nuclear missile is.
God. The heat. The real heat. Okay, but then say more fire.
But hey, and guess what? Truly that day, they're gonna have fire on all them Batman.
Yeah.
I'm sure about that.
Yeah.
Bye, you know what, boy, yeah.
God, the day shall come when the earth will burn like a oven.
Yes, and truly that day they're gonna have fire on them.
Yeah. You got something there? You got something?
All of a sudden, everybody being fucking power is beating.
Yeah.
You can't watch a movie in peace.
Yeah, boy.
You cannot watch a movie in peace.
Cartoons and all I telling you.
You can't watch.
Like today, small mom was watching Peppa Pig now. Like Peppa Pig. So, the Peppa Pig father come out and say, the mother think you want you to wear a pink short. Right? So Peppa Pig say she like pink short. I say, Banya, you don't like pink. And then same time after the greater than the small left, greater the Portsmouth Storm behind. Narrator, she turn and say, well, Peppa Pig's small brother turn and say, George, say, but George do not like pink. I say, Banya, you be like George, you don't like pink. But there's to show you what they pushing. You see, for the grown-ass man to wear a pink George, they show you that in a Sesame Street episode too. Show that in a Sesame Street episode. Baby Bear was playing with his sister Dolly. He didn't want nobody to know. What happened now, God, he was talking to God, he tell God the problem that he don't like to play ball toys, he like to play with dollies. So God is saying, why suppose to have a problem with you play, you can play with wherever you want. So he said, look at me, say, I have a pink. Now people now say, don't wear pink. But the whole process and that we do is that sensitizing you, familiarizing you with that so-called, as they say, they say, it's like they say, men have a feminine side. I have a feminine side. I don't know what the fuck is a feminine side. I don't have that. But guys are constantly trying to put that. Everybody have a feminine side. They want to get to tap into that feminine side.
Making them non-reactive to the fucking evil.
To the wicked side.
Get them docile.
Neutral
You
gender.
know, it's like you see homosexuality so much on TV that it would be like nothing.
That's what this devil doing. Make it feel like it's right. You know, it's right to do that. That's why you keep pushing down your throat. Keep pushing down your throat. You understand? But it's right to destroy you motherfuckers too.
That's right.
That's right.
Same thing they're doing with the RFID chip. They're pushing that, making it look convenient.
And like this video was going around, people, I see people have a problem with it. But how the fuck you have a problem with it? It was a 2-part video with this Spanish boy, looked like around 13, 14, dancing with a flaming faggot.
Yes,
son. And then they show the next part, father was good with him. Now, believe me, and truly, that father took it light on him. Because I wasn't beating that big man with a fucking piece of stick. I was beating that piece of wood. Son. I beat the girl out of you.
You gotta get break, man.
I'll beat that brother man spread out of you.
Yeah.
When you don't get licks, you you're gonna watch that video and doubt that you see that Bulla man. Because you're gonna say, nah, I can never be gay. I beat that Bulla man straight out of here.
Can't bear it. That woman and all who come in between that, she and all was getting licks. Don't touch me.
And it's a people have a problem with them, like man, far like they're hating on the boys. What the fuck is that? It's not no sexuality. That is not no sexuality. You people fucked up in all your mind.
That's
you
right.
That, hey, you just let a child be. But when you don't born me, fucking gay. It's because of the bullshit that they're pushing.
Can't. When some are focusing on baby and a bit. So when you try and drink it, it's a young.
You remember the video you and Isaac did? When he saw trying to run a test on twins. One was a boy, one was a girl. Yeah, I think either one was a boy, was a girl, or two were boys. And they raised one, making him believe, like trying to convince the child that he's a girl. I think they cut off private member kind of thing and raising the boy as a girl. But the more the child know, the more the child gravitates into manly stuff. And like you just can't get the child to be feminine. And that was a test. And then it come out that hey, you raise a boy and they test on you from small, trying to see if they could like turn somebody to be a homosexual and they actually commit suicide. And you might from a baby, they come to the child and try to and raise the child as though it's a girl. But from growing up, the child never gravitated to being a girl. It gravitated to being a girl. Show it. Most of the to be a man. You couldn't get the child to gravitate to being a woman at all. Man, stop things that boy will be interested in. That when the child was interested in.
Yeah. There was the baby judgment, but this fucking devil gotta go, man. But you understand? We not get emotional. That's the baby judgment. You understand? That was the judgment. You understand? But hey, this devil gotta go, man. When I study Esau, my spirit just get fire up.
Suppress your true nature. How you just try to lose emotions inside of these movies, so how you all emotional and fucked up.
Yeah.
See, the name is David Peter Weaver. Was a Canadian man, born male, but he assigned as a girl and raised female following medical advice and intervention after his penis was severely injured during a botched circumcision in infancy.
Place very filthy. This is a filthy kingdom. There's one big toilet, need ready to flush.
Ready to burn.
Man.
That is why the most I when I'm going it because the polluted it's like rubbish. After a while when you have too much garbage in an area you're doing it to fuck up. That's right.
Now they got drag queen in school doing striptease.
Can't.
Drag queen in school stripping.
And this fucking kakakon when on CNN when the transgender woman or whoever the fuck it is, I still just get confused with that, you know. Whether it's a male or a female, take the mic and say transgender women are getting killed. What the fuck what you expect?
There's a man.
We expect.
There's a man.
We're still confusing.
There's a man speaking there, boy. Like this fucking place gotta go by.
Can't.
This place gotta fucking go by.
Some students, like there was in first grade, second grade, they were teaching them, that it's alright to be homosexual, it's alright to be a lesbian, it's alright to love somebody who are the same sex.
vile spirit, man. You dealing in shit, boy. That's violence, man.
The honest right you homosexual have is to be put to death.
Exactly.
Right? You don't have no other rights out here but to meet your maker. Because, I mean, you trying to fight for some kind of rights out here, like if you's a freak of fucking nature. He's a freak of nature.
So like you, the nigger crying about what black transgender woman being put to death. He's saying no time in fucking you.
Can't.
You understand? Because homosexual got all the fucking rights now. But you fighting for fucking rights.
Hey.
You got all the fucking rights.
As brother
You're a double time loser.
They're running everything. They're running all the businesses.
Hey.
The industry.
And as brother Kwan was saying, and I would like if this fella actually think to say take away the tax exemption if they don't support homosexual marriage. So a lot of you churches going to feel about, as brother Kwan was saying, you're going to really see now Christianity for what it is.
Exactly.
For filthy lucre. Because a lot of you people who saying all they love the Lord, or they love the Lord, or they going and twist the Lord words, right? To make it sound like, alright, to forgive them and all kind of thing, and just so what? Or they be tax exempt, doing the works of the Lord deceitfully. And that is, hey, that's why the Most High say he's going to tear down all the fucking altars. And that is why he say that he's going to lay his sons and daughters before the altars of the graven images that all they worship. Right? Because Jesus ain't nothing but a flaming faggot. Blonde hair, blue eyes, right? Long hair, soft speaking. Alright, that is a man. That is the definition of an austere man. That is the spirit or the characteristics of the Lord that was spoken about in the Bible. It's two different people you're talking about. You know? Then all they coming with Yahweh and Yahushua, right? These gods ain't the gods of the Bible. The God of the Bible, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob is Yahweh Hashem Yahushai.
That's right.
And there's no other God, right, but him. Right? He said that he's not going to give his glory to another. So fuck you people and your shit.
That's right.
That's America.
That's right.
Right now, this happened in reality. Thing what happened in Trinidad. They have a so-called church by the license office in Aruba. And they had some faggots and lesbians coming in the church. So the so-called pastor now come and let them know here what's going on. They scared to hear. If all they can't do it, how God wants it to be, then go do that all. So the head pastor over here now went to the board, and the board take when you want a license, and then you come out of here.
Yeah, because he transgress. He transgress the covenant of Satan. Because the 501(c)(3) charge is what? That you can't speak against homo. You can't discriminate. So what? There's he fault. There's he understand?
Hey, fucking Christians, shut up. You know, you're just dumb, dotish, and whatever other words are looking for. Where now, anytime you read through the scriptures, that you see somebody had to get a certificate or a license to preach the word of God. You need a certificate for funerals. You need a certificate to marry people. You need a certificate or a license to baptize people, right? Because when you go in the Judicial Legal Affairs document, right, in order for a pastor to marry somebody, he have to have his license, marriage license, in order to marry people, right? Wherever you read through the scriptures, you ever see the prophet Isaiah, the prophet Jeremiah, the prophet Nahum, Haggai, any one of them had a license or had to go by anybody. That's why Yahushua HaMashiach asked you the question, right? When the scribes and Pharisees and Sadducees came to him, they asked the Lord, they say, by what authority do you have, right, that you do these things? And he said, let me also ask you a question. John the Baptist, the message basically that he preached, or the things that he done, right? Was it from man or was it from the Most High? And they couldn't answer because they say, hey, if we say that is from man, we go get stoned to death from the people because the people are convinced that he's a prophet. You understand which is the truth? And they said, there was reasoning with themselves. They say, if we say of the Most High, then he will answer why then you ain't believe him.
And this is how wicked it is.
Exactly.
This is how wicked it is. Because they know. They know. And these 70 same pastors, they know about war because of filthy lucres. Can, yeah.
Because I saw a video where they talking about in the past, you know, I some that video the other day where he said not to talk about the white man.
ISCPK too.
Yeah.
They are on the 501c3 charter too. As the head said, he said God hate the white people, but he don't hate the white people. You're double tongued, you're double minded.
Micah 3 verse 11, it says, the heads, they have judged for reward, and the priests, they have teach for hire, and the prophets, they have defined for money. Yet will they lean upon the Lord and say, is not the Lord among us?
Hey, I sure pass
come
this.
upon us.
Good.
Yeah, that's good.
Continue.
No, break it
Nah, talk
down.
about us.
No, you tell me something.
What I was going to say, I sure it are pastors who read that and they harden their heart.
Yeah?
They harden their heart towards that scripture.
Yeah.
You understand?
Read back again now.
Micah 3 verse 11, it says, the heads, they have judged for reward,
Yeah.
and the priests, they have teach for hire.
A good example, the Pastor Glenn Awong. Is Glenn Awong?
Done.
The man who had the people them in the fucking cage. You understand? He doing that for salary. He doing out of charity. You know, loving his own people. Right? He doing it for our filthy lucres. So he judging for reward. He said, you know what? I can put these people in fucking cage, these mentally disturbed people in cage, and you give me a salary. Yeah? Yeah, the people got spirits on them. They got spirits on them. You understand?
But when the scripture say, my people love David so because people defended him. You know, somebody else wants to say
That man was in prison and all.
Can.
I went to the residence for that man. This is how the man and people them live. Right? They have a little cage with the cooks on them. There's this, you come with a bowl and this, and they'll go away. And if you see the type of bowl they have for them, like, you know you have a dog, you know some people have a dog, white dog, who like go on how, bite up. Some of them have cut bottle. You understand? With plastic spoon, and that they keep them spoon and cherish it. Like we do it. I defend it. I defend it. You know why? Jake's like that kind of Jake go talk about you, but he talk about you so.
Good.
Fuck them and that. If they want to get up, they have to get up.
Yeah, we know there's judgment on the pastor and them. But what's said, right? He being sincere about it because he's getting a salary. And what went wrong there, a deal went sour between the government. Deal went sour. Because he's saying that he have them in court. You understand? You have them in court because only 1.4 million. So why all the thing come out now is to demonize him. That's why this proud ass one guy Griffith said is human trafficking. That boy is an idiot now, boy. Hey, I can't wait for the Most High to give me power now, boy. I can't wait, boy. That boy is super proud, boy.
the Apostle Peter said.
But I hope he's like, you know, right? Who? Gary Griffith? We don't know.
I think you're a Jig. Look like a Jig. The Apostle Peter said, silver and gold have I none, you know. But what I have, you know, receive the Holy Spirit.
Good.
You understand? These men wasn't doing anything for money.
Good.
Right? Like Nate, your people have to pay to go to the Feast of Tabernacles. You know? You have to pay to go Passover.
Passover package.
You understand? So imagine for all them feast days, and you people from IUIC dotish, you know.
Yes, I said that.
All the dumb boy, GOCC, ISUPK, hey, all the whack boy, the Judge Kemp getting the mighty way you call it, how the fuck does he mark at the beast? How does he mark at the beast?
All is the glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Yeah, the deceiver and the deceivers is, yeah? All the glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
The scripture say all things are done to the glorification of the Most
That's
High.
right. Most High soon destroy Satan too because a lot of fucking witch inside it. Because these people don't need no drugs and no medication. They got demons on them. Back in the ancient time, when a spirit on them, there wasn't no mental fucking facility. It was out in the open. You understand? You are giving them injection to calm them down. You're a witch. You destroying the Lord fucking heritage. The Lord put a spirit in them because of what? Judgment. You understand? But the Lord get ready to destroy these fucking pastors in Trinidad and Tobago. The Lord get ready to destroy the police force in Trinidad and Tobago. The Lord get ready to destroy the government in Trinidad and Tobago. You see the Lord killed 3 birds in 1 stone? The government, the pastor, and the police force? 3 birds in 1 stone. Most I show them up. Because you say you arrest the man and the man said he wasn't arrested. The man said he was home being interrogated. You understand? So if you say that these people was held by their will, against the will, how this man is arrested?
This place utterly wicked.
So a lot more gotta come with the story. As a deal, the deal went sour. The deal went sour. You understand? The deal went sour.
This kingdom just unjust and wicked because one thing is like, alright, you set up a kingdom. Where a priest? Where priests to set up your laws because just so you might be walking down a road wherever the case is, you understand? Officer hold you. The violation of section this of that of the constitution and this and that, wherever the case is. You understand? And they hold you and put you in a cell and you don't know nothing about that law. And when you go through the scriptures, every Sabbath day the priest used to come out and read the law. So the thing is now, when somebody in from the army or by the cases or else see somebody doing shit, alright, that person really actually have no excuse. Because why? Every Sabbath day the law was read so the people know the laws of the land. You understand? But now with this stupid ass kingdom is so nobody ain't teaching you the law. Because guess what? Somebody who from another land wherever the case is come and do so and it's illegal for them to be smoking marijuana wherever the case is in their country. And they come to your country and they pull in the marijuana wherever the case is. You're going to hold that person and lock them up. But guess what? There wasn't the laws not being rehearsed or cited in your country. So a lot of people don't know shit. And they just go in and get locked up. They get locked up for well, they do this and do that wherever the case. Well, officer, you know, I didn't know that. You understand?
Secret. People don't know.
That's like on the past Act number 11, 2012. Electronic monitoring.
Yeah.
The past when Jake was reveling in the streets. Right? And Kamala passed it. Because Patrick Manning said, nah, he never voted off on that. He now violated the contract with debt. Hey, I can say, oh yes. Yeah, go ahead.
Just touching on the faggot subject.
Yeah, bring it out.
Term flaming faggot. It comes from, they had mentioned that faggots have to die. You're going to burn. Right? It says a faggot, the sense number 1A, used in the burning alive of people regarded as heretics. Hence by metonymy in singular with this method of execution also especially into carry also bear a faggot and variance, a punishment in which a person regarded as a heretic or a person who has recanted heresy must publicly carry a faggot for a certain time as a mark of shame. And also, word faggot go back to the a method of execution where they say burn people alive. You know, and as an omen today, these homosexuals are called flaming faggots. You know, so in the near future, when you have a Bashan Yahushai executes his judgment, the nuclear missiles are shot.
Okay.
these homosexuals are going to be a part of that burning, and the scripture says the people shall be a fuel to the fire.
It's saying Romans. It's saying Romans. They're born in the lust one for another. It's in Romans.
Some sick shit.
Is the book?
That can never be loved. That some lies. That can never be loved. Like wickedness.
This is the book of Sirach chapter 16 and verse 6. In the congregation of the ungodly shall a fire be kindled, and in the rebellious nation wrath is set on fire. So fire, as the scripture said, the Lord is going to destroy them with fire. Isaiah 66 verse 15. Slain of the Lord shall be many.
Homosexuality is a ungodly.
File, real file. You dealing in shit. You dealing in mess, kunks. This we dealing in. And then these same men going to sleep with a woman and getting infested with all kind of STD. You understand? This place fucking filthy. Everything with this place it just upset you, why? This place filthy, why? Yeah. It's filthy. When you meditate on the filthiness, it just upset you, why? You understand?
Put in a rod in ass and stick it in a woman.
Yeah.
And they leave the woman and then she only and then put up with she.
Yeah. You understand?
You know?
What about them who in bestiality also? No, you can't get away. Them who in bestiality, you can't get away.
You go to the store and buy a dildo. You understand the mindset of J-Kid? You go to the fucking store to buy a dildo. Go and get a fucking man.
Demons on them, you know.
Like telling you. But this fucking devil, this one Esau, he put it there to accuse them.
Yeah.
He put it there. You gonna buy a dildo when you got a man. Now you got fucking sex doll. Why you want a fucking sex doll? Why? I don't want fucking that. I don't want fucking that. That can't please me. Sexually, that can't pleasure me. I don't want fucking that.
Like, your mind is saying
5.6 billion? Why want a fucking sex doll? You should be gone, boy. You should be gone. You should be gone.
Women, they're living in our world where they have been exalted. So right now they don't want to be humble. Because having sex with a woman, fucking a woman is humbling her. You know, like you're having different positions, holding her down. You know, you taking control, you know, you manhandling her. They don't want to have her feeling.
Having sex with you being the man penetrating somebody will show you dominance over them.
Yeah?
I mean, they start playing both a man and woman. Like a man penetrates a man, you know? But what in time you penetrating somebody shows you dominance over them.
there is a Esau who want to picture where they get buck breaking. Where they would take the man and rape him in front of his family and especially his son.
And Esau make it in a way now that, hey, because guess what, a woman has no power over she own body. Because a woman will say, a lot of women who, after they make the first child, whatever the case is, they'll say they ain't going back. But that is the man's choice, because guess what? I is the one who's sending her back. You understand? If I want to, if I don't want no more children, then you understand? But a woman has no power over she own body. But Esau make it in a way now they could go and take abortions morning after and this and that, whatever the case is. So these women now they proud against the man. You understand? But hey, naturally, if a man want another child, whatever the case is, no matter how much she say she ain't going back, it's the man who will send her back. You understand?
If they get the child,
yeah, hey, I like it. All the pain they go through, whatever the case is, they costing the man all out. But as they have the child in their hand, they don't feel that joy. Because in ancient Israel, it was a curse for a woman to be barren. That was a serious shame. P9 and Hannah. You know, P9 always used to be harassing her. Kind of, and you know Jake Mouth. I know my grandmother Mouth. The kind of things my grandmother does tell her about you ain't no fucking boy. That woman disrespectful.
These women out here wise because he started getting liberty to what? To be hoes, right? And also to what? To be destroyed. That's why they're being destroyed. That's why they got five children and don't know who's the baby father. They got over hundreds of STD and don't know how they get it. You understand? Right? That's why the parts smelling. Right? That's why the belly can't go down. That's why they're overweight. Because there's no order with them. They have no order. You understand? Not knowing they were beguiled to be what destroyed. That's why pride come before destruction. And they're gonna be destroyed. I still can't say you're gonna stone by a fucking dildo.
What about the Jake who went in the store and thief one? The man.
For you, woman?
For yourself? And I think he thief some panty too.
For yourself?
He's unknown. Well, I'm out.
Yeah,
In Port of Spain?
Yeah,
And when they lose him?
And can't do them nothing, no.
If they free him?
Because them young men and them,
Yeah.
from me harm.
That was saying.
Fucking protect him. That next one used to roll to the fat one.
yeah.
Saying nobody can't do that.
Nothing in jail.
All them fucking bad man back to them. I will be bad man chichi man.
He does be plotting man here, all kind of thing in jail. And he's a queen inside of it.
This place gotta go away.
Yeah, boy. He comes to stop me at
This place gotta go away.
That one man, there's two people that's come on and work from hospital and thing.
Yeah.
Hospital and thing. There's no man who has talked to me now. She see a man come on work with a cute bar and all something inside. She see a man come in the hospital and he say how that happened is that he reach up from work and he just sit down on the chair and lie.
Shame.
He come over for what he was fucking naked as well.
Shame though.
He's shame, you don't
Shame,
know
though.
what he said because
I never see a people last time.
he just sit on the chair and that. And just
When he kick your body on the chair, kind of thing, that was wrong.
why you going to bed it out?
Hey, nobody that is wickedest, boy.
Like I could tell me and your wife relative, she's pumped your fucking man in a strap on. Them sick boy, them sick. The woman got no fucking respect for you. None.
Nine?
None.
Yeah, Nine and Patsy.
Tell these men out there the woman fucking them.
Yeah, the freaky out here.
All you know about Raj? Raj, who a fella who had a radio station and he they come over. He used to be on TV6 and things. Yeah. Doctor, he try sexual or something so. But some Rasta man at time do some call you and say boy and you right thing and boy. She finger reach a place, he start to kiss you want to do that normal, you tell yeah that normal and G spot in the back day. And I'm kind of sick of it.
Why you so sad? Why you so sad?
No. I can never. No. That's the same vibe starter song with that one. No.
Why you so sad?
The madness and Raj. That flaming because he's a Elamite. He I think what he was saying, bestiality, he tried that. Man, he tried that. Woman, he tried that. Try sexual.
Alfred Kinsey from the States.
But them need to dead. Nah.
And second,
Yeah, go ahead.
2 Peter chapter 6, chapter 2, verse 6. and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemning them with an overthrow,
You got it?
making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly,
Yeah?
and deliver just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked.
Go ahead, leave them alone. Go ahead,
Vexed
go
with the
ahead.
filthy conversation of the wicked. Vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. For that righteous man dwelling among them, in seeing and hearing, vex his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful
I remember you
deeds.
tell me a thing after we was at the airport. We was checking out the machine where you swipe the ticket to come out the parking lot. And you was saying, are you watching out Jake with the fucking battery right up onto the wearing? And you was saying that we got more vile things to see.
God, it's
Yeah.
worse.
Yeah?
Worse
Got a lot
than
of vile things to
Sodom.
see, yeah?
This place gonna get worse than Sodom.
Done.
Worse than Nineveh. Worse than ancient Babylon.
Done.
Worse than Egypt.
Done.
You know, all these kingdoms come together.
Yeah?
You know, you're gonna even come to the point where you're gonna see men, big grown men walking around with little child,
Yeah?
with married ring on. Boys, you're gonna see it with child.
Yeah?
This place gonna get worse, bro.
What? Right now they got this Zessa party.
Yeah.
If somebody tell me somebody them is got Zessa party, right? So, oh, brother Iowa Dash. See about he there? It's got Zessa party from Tuesday to Tuesday. Zessa party, you know.
Think of partially street too.
Zessa, no? From Tuesday to Tuesday, right through, you know. But making us have the fucking fool, that's what they do.
What's up?
What do you think?
What's that? I feel like telling my mom. That man like just be on the block like there's no music in play and let's do so. So he's a salad, sir.
The spirits.
The block going say,
I know music come
no
in.
music in play.
Yeah? They got party, they got party sucking butts and busting nuts. Yeah? We were vile out here, and you see the pride, you know, because they got license to do it. You understand? They got license to do these vile things.
Scripture saying in Ezekiel because it was in their power, the princes of Israel, to do evil.
Done. Well,
Genesis chapter 19, verse 4. But before they lay down, the men of the city, even the men of Sodom, compassed the house wrong, both old and young, all the people from every quarter. And they called unto Lot and said unto him, Where are the men which came in to thee this night? Bring them out unto us, that we may know them.
that we may know them. That's the one who want to lay with them. You understand? And they got a lot of them in this island, walking around here, a lot of them. You understand? Some bold and some contemplating. You understand? Yeah. That you want somebody to cook your mom.
Like it say, old and young.
Good, yeah?
Young, little ones.
Yeah?
Now turn 5, 6, 7.
I'm going to give you a testimony. Me and brother gang come out to Sawa. I think he was coming to the works. Why? I can't remember exactly. But there's about 3 young Jakes there. And me and brother gang walking coming. The little nigga look at me tell me, hey, you got a big gun in your pants there, right?
What?
Let me say you about 7 years old. Let me say about 10. I ignore that. I watch me, what I say. I'm finished, right? I just continue walking. I'm finished. Like the minutes who send the video in the group, but I see a little, two little in front with gun in the hand, one in the gun in the waist. Next one the gun in the hand and you flicking the gun so. You understand? This place finished, right?
So it don't matter when Esau take them out. Esau killing like the latest news right now. Esau well, a neighbor called the police because she see she neighbor house open, right? And the police come and he start checking around the house, and he see somebody move by the window and he say, "Oh, freeze! Drop the weapon!" And pow, pow, pow. The 28-year-old Jake bust you down. And when you watch the body cam video, in no way that woman could have held you, drop gun, and all of that.
Judgment.
Well, you see, what he saw, but to me, it's set up. It's all set up to race war.
Yeah, you say who shall rise up Jacob? Cush is a lion, as an old lion. So the most I do is to raise up Jake. You understand? Because Jake still fucking sleeping. What about the 6-year-old get arrested? Book, fingerprint, and handcuff. And if she miss the code day, jail a little cut. Yeah, you got the most I show them how dread is Esau. You understand? Esau don't care if it's a toddler. You understand? If you're 6-year-old, if it's 95, you do business.
Scripture say Deuteronomy 28. And Psalm 40. Verse 49.
I was going to say that like in Romans 13 tell you that them is the ministers of the Most High.
Can. Gripping stick.
Deuteronomy 28 verse 49 and 50. It says, Yahweh Shem Yahushai shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth. A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand, a nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor shew favor to the young.
Business. Son.
Hey, look what they do Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby in what, he 90s or something so. And how much years they give him in prison? You know? And the same things that Donald Trump and stuff get accused for, he get accused for, Donald Trump get accused for.
Grab the pussy.
All of that.
Grab them by the pussy.
That other either might get accused for that, and we're going on with the pop. Them Roman Catholics and all.
Donald Trump said grab her by the pussy.
It's Isaiah 47 and verse 5. Sit thou silence and get thee into darkness, O north of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt be no more called the Lady of Kingdoms. I was wroth with my people, and have visited my inheritance, and given them into thine hand. Thou didst shew them no mercy, and upon the ancient thou hast heavily, thou very heavily laid thy yoke.
That's on the plantation. You had 90-year-old, 100-year-old, little fun. Eating business, you gotta go there and pick cotton.
From the age of 4 years old, you have to go out there.
Yeah.
If not, he's probably doing some kind of wickedness with your baby.
Israel was an aboriginal battle, you know, and in our position, you know what the was with. And is that what we do today too? So right now, you know, we falling short of the Lord, but you're still in your person doing forever. So that's why you chose and shakes like that. Because they can't come out of that mental slavery you have them. You have them deep down in that way. That's why they fight with all you want to do this and this land. And you know, seek into the things that is way above Yahweh Shem Yahushai ways and ways.
And the thing about it, Jake don't ever learn, right? Because it's basically like 3 times to my knowledge, Israel and Judah helped Esau, Jehoshaphat and King Ahab. They went to war with Esau against Syria. right? When they was fighting against the Romans or the Grecians, I think they helped Greece, they helped Rome. You understand? And they helped Rome actually get into power. And what they do? Stop them and fuck them back. You understand? That when Rome was fighting against Greece, and Jake actually gave help the Romans because his boy Judas Maccabees, I think, made a covenant with the Romans, and they were called friends. What happened? Herod, all these Caesars, whatever the places, they basically fuck Jake over. And Yahushua say, the kingdom of heaven suffered violence, and the violence taken by force, and like Esau.
Yep, so. Sirach chapter 12 verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
Yeah, and this the Civil War. Jake didn't help America, them Edomites in the Civil War.
Jake fight for the freedom, so-called freedom.
They helped in World War I and II. They helped build the UK. Right now they're kicking out a lot of Caribbean people from the UK, from Europe, you know. So it's never to trust these Edomites. That is why they're not going to enter into the kingdom. You know, the scripture said none that speak it a lie or defile it shall enter into the kingdom, and I Esau by nature, the Most High make Esau to be crooked.
Hey, Jake is pussies. The time Jake is getting vexed with Esau is when they now finish what a slave. And 5 minutes after they all yeah, that's my brother. But these nations is down gone. But Jake, like, I don't know. Something wrong with Jacob.
Jake ain't got balance up. They ain't got the balance. There's a lack in the balance.
Yeah. But they keep them hatred for their brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. A perpetual one too. Yeah.
Jake will actually see a Jake who he had beef with from in primary school. You understand? And when they get older, you remember me, but you remember when ting, whatever the case is. Yeah.
Yeah. Sirach chapter 12 verse 11. Though he humbleth himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him.
Yeah, and let's go back to these two, the two horns in Revelation 13. The Republican and the Democrat. How they come? They come as a lamb. So they speak as well, a dragon. You understand? So now when the Democrat come with one now, that anybody speak against homosexuals, they can take away the tax exempt. You understand? They can take that away from them.
He said, yet take good heed and beware of him.
Yeah.
And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass.
Yeah.
And thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away.
Yeah, he just can't do right. Esau, you see, what the people don't understand, Esau have a gift. And he's very deceptive. You know, he know how to come. You see, Esau's a cunning hunter. You understand? And Esau know how to catch his prey. So Esau don't study prayer already. He know we pray like to hear, and we pray like to taste, you know, we pray like. So he can come in the image, you know, and catch you off guard.
He is the most subtle beast.
He can't, you know, Jake like fried chicken. You understand?
Yeah, so
we not fried chicken we eating. You understand?
Fried, but it's not chicken.
You understand?
Scripture says he search out iniquity.
Exactly.
He done a diligent search.
The heart is deep. Shalom to two witness, brother Bayram. Shalom, Yahweh, Shalom, Shalom.
A snake is always a snake.
Yeah.
You can't change a fucking snake.
Scripture tell you that there is no serpent above the head of a serpent.
Yeah, I was reading that.
He say, verse 12, set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith.
Yes, so GOCC, you really think it would be wiser the Most High to put Esau in the kingdom? Where's their leader again? Rakah, right? You think it's wise?
Like Blackfish.
Can. You think when I'm be wise to put an Edomite there because he going to look to overthrow you in the kingdom somehow?
Yeah.
You know?
God, there's his spirit. There's of his nature. He's a hunter.
Can.
You understand? So you gotta take him out.
The Most High say, I have made the wicked even for the day of destruction or the day of evil. That is why the so-called white man was made for the day of evil. To bring glory to the Most High.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. And that's balance.
And your right hand represent your righteousness.
Yeah.
You can't put this man on your right side and expect you to do good. You will never do good.
That is why the Most High have him on the left side. Because there's two tools the Most High does use to actually put the nations in order to, you know, his sword or the hammer and then the battle axe. White people. You think all white people inherit evil?
Two of them could be born in such a way that they truth as them.
Right, well, first of all, there's no really such thing as a white person, right? Because biblically, right, and somebody could get Genesis 25, right? The biblical name is Esau Edom, right? So this thing is not really a skin complexion thing, right? It's by your nation or your nationality. Now the so-called white man, which is the biblical name is Esau Edom, all of them are wicked by nature. All of them are wicked by nature.
See the
Genesis
wicked.
chapter
and then
25.
somebody gave me Malachi 1 and
1 and 4.
Genesis chapter 25.
Right.
Genesis 25 verse 21. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife because she was barren.
Right, so Isaac is Abraham's son, right? The one who God made a covenant with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, right? Go ahead.
It says,
Just stick on one topic, but if you jump too much here, you see whole way call.
and the Lord was entreat of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived, and the children struggled together within her, and she said, if it be so, why am I thus?
Romans 9 and 10 for man about But
And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord, and the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb.
right, so she was having twins, right? And the Most High was going to make 2 nations of people out of her womb, right? Yeah, right? Two different manner of people, right? Go ahead.
2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
You shall be separated from thy bowels. One is good, one is evil. You know, go ahead.
And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger.
Right, so the first one that come out of the womb went and serve the younger one. Alright? This is the purpose of the Most High. Go ahead.
And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb.
Go ahead.
And the first came out red, all over like an hairy garment.
Right, the reason why he came out red all over like a hairy garment, right, because the Most High had put a curse on him. Don't produce no melanin in his skin. If you watch the so-called white man, they're not white, because none of them don't look like this brother here. Yeah, they just don't have a color. Right, they just don't have a color. Yeah. As the comedian Eddie Griffin say, they like to call us colored, but they are colored because according to their emotion, their skin color actually change. They blush, they turn pink, they angry, they turn red. You know, whatever the case is, you know? Go ahead.
You say, and they called his name Esau.
Esau goes back to the Hebrew word Aisheshawa, which means wasted away because of lack of pigmentation. Right? Go ahead.
And after that came his brother out, and his aunt took hold on Esau's heel, And his name was called Jacob.
Right, Jacob. Right? This is the younger one. Right? So the older one will serve the younger one, right? Give me the Romans first before you go into Romans 9 and 10 before you go into the Malachi.
Romans chapter 9, verse 10. And not only this, but when Rebecca also had conceived by
Right, so the
one,
apostle going back into the story here to break it down or to explain it. Right, go ahead.
even by our father Isaac, for the children being not yet born, neither have done any good or evil.
Right, so the children not being yet born, they have not done no good nor evil. Right, but this is the purpose of the creator. Right? Because he come like a director to this whole movie. So he set up all things for his purpose. Nobody can say he's wrong or he's right or why he do this or why he do that. No, boy.
That the purpose of God, according to the election, might stand, not of works, but of him that called it.
Not of works, but of him that called it. Go ahead.
And was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger,
Go ahead.
as it is written.
As it is written, right?
Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated.
Jacob have I loved, and Esau have I hated. Because what most I hate iniquity, he hates evil doing whatever the case is. So the one that he hates is the one that is accustomed to evil. The one that he made to be like this. Right? Give me the Malachi. We could go straight to the read 2 and then jump to 4. Malachi 1.
Malachi chapter 1, verse 2. I have loved you, said the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, said the Lord?
The twin was not Esau, the older one was not Jacob's brother, right? But the Lord saying, yeah, I love Jacob, but I hate Esau. But so that cut God loves everybody right there, right? But a lot of people don't understand John 3:16. But
Said the Lord, yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness.
yes, so the Lord basically bring hard times or evil times on this other nation of people. But
Verse 4. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness.
shall call them what?
The border of wickedness.
Right, they are the border of wickedness. Right, those are the ones that they, by nature they are wicked. Because as we were saying earlier, a snake is always a snake. And the so-called white man actually have the characteristics of a snake, being that he's a deceitful person. He lie. Hey, get John John 8:48, I think. Or, yeah, when the Lord was saying the serpent, yeah, your father's the serpent, the devil. Right, and somebody get Proverbs 16 and 12 from it. The Most High had made the wicked even to the day of destruction. And I want to remember that remember the Ecclesiastes, the Most High made the who can make straight, who the Most High made crooked.
7, Ecclesiastes 7. 7, I think it's 7 alone.
John.
There's the book of John chapter 8 verse 44. Ye of your father the devil, and the lust of your father you will do.
So the Lord was talking to the children of Israel in this point here, right? But he was talking to his own people. So,
Ecclesiastes 7:13. 13.
Alright, come. Right? Because they were basically following after the doctrines or the ways of this the so-called white man, right? Or what they like to call it, white, right? They were the Romans and the Christians at that point in time, right? Go ahead.
He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it.
Yes, he's a liar and father of it. Right? So the thing about it can, right? They are forgers of lies, and where's some of the things that the Most High hate in Proverbs 6:16, right? It says that the Most High hate a liar, a lying tongue. You understand? So by nature, he's the father of lies. You know? So all of them are inherently wicked. They are evil, right? Proverbs 6. Yeah.
Proverbs chapter 16.
Every scripture say,
Verse 4.
Can.
and scripture also say wickedness proceedeth from the wicked.
Can.
Our unclean thing, what?
A complete Job
Can.
14. The Lord said he had created the crooked serpent.
Not only that, the greedy where money and stuff is concerned, right? But
In Psalms chapter 58 verse 3, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
the wicked from the womb.
Right man speaketh a form tongues.
For time, the scripture give me 2nd Ezra 4 and I think it's 31. 2nd Ezra 4 and 31 by measure the times.
Job chapter 40, verse 5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bones, that he cannot pass.
So he have a period of time to rule the world. And give me 2nd Ezra 6 when first they can
Start from 7. It's like you Job 9:24 too. Back up.
In 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and verse 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times?
Word.
Or when shall be the end of the first
Right.
and the beginning of it that followeth?
Right, so that's the end of our age and the beginning of our new age. When going to be the end of the leadership of the wicked, and when going to be the beginning of righteousness, when righteousness going on thing, when the Negroes, the Latinos and the natives, which are the children of Israel, right, the children of Abraham, Isaac and Jacob, when they going to rule. East Indian, they are Gentiles. They are the of the heathen nations that serve idols or pagan gods, right? They're not into that promise that the Most High made for the children of Israel. Now there is a confusion of faces where it might have some people looking like East Indian, but they are of the lineage, but by the Spirit, if they could understand this word, so, right?
So it is more a spiritual thing rather than. That's right.
Yeah. But you also have to be of the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. But it is a spiritual thing. It's by the Spirit you know, continue. So like you say something.
Like Isaiah 44 and 1 to back up Act. You gotta be of the seed of Jacob. Isaiah 44 what?
Let me bring Isaiah 44 and 1 first.
I'm gonna read it for you. Give it to me.
Yeah, that.
There's now we see come out the water. It's 48.
When we come out of the water.
Come out of the water of Judah. 45?
45.
Thou come out of the water of Judah.
43.
43.
The second verse.
Right. To continue the 2nd Ezra 6 verse.
2nd Ezra chapter 6 and continuing at verse 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac,
48.
when Jacob and Esau were born, of him Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau.
So that actually represented something. Why?
For Esau is the end of the world.
Esau is the end of the world. When you see the so-called white man ruling, that is the end of the world. Alright, because it had kingdoms before and it had the Neo-Assyrian and Babylonian rulership, right? When the Hamitic tribes was really the Kush or the Ethiopians, what they call the Babylonians. It had the Medo-Persia, right, where the East Indians was actually ruling at that time. There was a conjoint relationship with the Medes. Alexander the Great, that is when the so-called white man actually started to rule, right? He left out, and then coming down to Rome, where that is when they started actually bringing democracy. They take out the king and they had elections and stuff. So they continue. This kingdom that we living in is an extension of the Greco-Roman Empire.
That's right.
You understand? So that's why you'll see they're doing the same things that the ancient Grecians or the ancient Romans did. Along ago, the Most High used to set up kings, but this person, they elect presidents and prime ministers.
Caesar, then president.
Caesar, yeah, that. Right?
I find it here.
You find it? Good.
To show that they gotta be of the seed of Israel. And the Most High say he inherited like a speckled board. So Israel today look like his nation too. But once they believe in this word, you understand they are Israelite. This is Isaiah 48:1. Hear ye this, O house of Jacob, which are called by my name, by the name of Israel, and are come forth out of the water of Judah. This is the only way it could be Israelite. Gotta come out of the loins. Gotta be of the seed. The water is the seed.
All Israel born by me from
Done.
Because guess what? If you go on the YouTube and it's going to Hebrew, it's have brothers who look like so-called white men. You understand? But they get preaching this word because why? They are of the seed of Isaac and Jacob. Romans 8:16 says, "We spread that bear witness, right? That we are the seed of the Most High." Right? Yahushua, who the world ignorant called Jesus Christ in John 6:63 said, is the spirit that quickeneth, which means make it alive, right? But the flesh profited nothing, right? So it is by the spirit. If somebody they basically attracted to this word or joined to this word, right? They are Israelites, because a so-called white man ain't going and put on garments and preach this word or whatever the case is, because what? First thing, they hate instruction.
He has changed from the womb. He has gained righteousness.
You know, Elamite not going on. They're not going on do this. A so-called East Indian.
It's Jeremiah 12:9. My heritage is unto me as a speckled bird. He said, the birds round about are against her. Come ye, assemble all the beasts of the field, come and devour.
The birds, right? The other birds are just parabolic talk to the other nations, like they're against the Israelites, the Negroes, Latinos, and natives. Because guess what? We are the most hated people on the face of the earth. Because guess what? When we came here in slavery, especially in Trinidad, whatever the case is, when we used to work on the Carney slave, the Carney fields, we actually brought in, we actually made Trinidad and Tobago wealthy. You understand? But what we got for it, whips on our backs, we get our wives raped, murdered, our children be put to death, all these kind of things. And when in 1833, the Declaration of Emancipation, whatever the case is, right? When they set us off, they also made us become apprentices, right? Which means we had to work now for the so-called white man for a small salary, whatever the case is, but they used to do us wickedness, right? Which we had to work for like more than 18 hours a day, whatever the case is, without getting that salary. Now when the East Indians came over here, forget what year that was, they came as indentured laborers. They got paid, right? The Chinese came after, the Syrians came after. They got the opportunity to get on ships to go back to their homeland. We didn't. Some of us stayed over here, became shoemakers and all these kind of things, and trust me, we don't ever get justice. The East Indians came after, and they get I think it's $1 million and plus part of the Carney land to go and live on. I think they're still working that. What we got? Nothing, right?
They show that hate.
As I'm playing for the white man to cause this unity in Trinidad and Tobago, because as now talking to a man that will be Balash there, right? And he's a man that lived through the times, right? The railroad, right? Yeah, the 80s and the right? And I was now asking him, he was talking about then to now, right? And he's a person that survived through the ages, right? So I asked him, well, what you would think is the difference between long time and now, because you're talking about stand more love then. You're talking about when everybody listen, when everybody in the same community, what he was explaining is that it didn't have nothing like Indian and Negro and all them kind of separation thing that it have now per se, right? And it's only when it is we do so and we get our own government, right? It was in such a way that they play the two nations, the same Willie Lynch theory all over again, you understand? Play the Indians against the Africans, because you remember Eric Williams, everybody know Eric Williams is a no-nudge man, you understand? So even though he's an African, right, he still play under the rules that the white man and them set, because everybody know, because England wasn't just going to give up a whole nation just so, you understand? They wasn't going to give up Trinidad just so, you understand? They still needed to have a grip on me. What they use is these secret societies and all them kind of thing, right? And is they use the own system of government now to play we against each other. If it is what I believe in personally, it's unity, right? It has strength in unity. And if more people could be unified, in more strength. And if it is ways to overcome the rule of the white man, everybody needs to rise up as one against them.
That piece of for you.
Obadiah 1:1.
That piece of for you. This is you see, no disrespect to the man of age, right? But he don't know what he's saying. He don't know what he's saying. Because the Lord is a separate power.
That's right.
The Lord don't want the children of Israel to mix with the heathen.
Yeah, the Deuteronomy.
Deuteronomy right there.
You're saying that it was pre-written that it was said by the Lord that they will never mesh.
No, you want to say it like that? We can read it here now. We can read it here now.
Isn't it true that they come like God himself playing against each other from the start?
We can read it here now.
What you would say to the view?
Alright, not necessary. No. What the Mosai did, first of all, he set up a ruling class people to rule over the world, just like a lion. Right? Lion and hyenas. Lions and hyenas, they don't really live together. There's common enemies, right? But when you really watch certain documentaries, a lion is more the dominant force inside a jungle or inside a plain. You understand? Right. So the Mosai actually put certain things in a order, or we they'll say in Lion King, a circle of life, whatever the case is. Now when the prophecies be fulfilled and the nation of Israel is set on top, right? And we start to rule over the other nations. Now we ain't going to be all body with these other nations, but we're going to rule over them. And they're going to have peace on the earth, right? But they're going to be a ruling class people, a nation of kings, right? But Esau now, the so-called white man, his rulership, whatever the case, is just confusion and chaos. He loved that, right? But we're going to actually bring order. But we're not supposed to like mingle with these other nations, because when in history, anytime we do that, we learn other ways, we go. So what measures are we putting in place to maintain this order? The laws are the Most High.
It's Luke 12 verse 51.
Just now.
Is the Lord speaking here? Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth, I tell you nay, but rather division.
Straight to the point.
It's in Luke. It's in Matthew.
Because
Straight to the point.
the word holy, right?
Right.
The word holy actually means separate. You understand that what the word holy means? Separate, sanctified, because when the Most High is saying I am holy, right? He's basically saying I separate from all these other gods of the nations, right? The Elamites, or the so-called East Indians, right? They have a number like 33 million gods which are idols. The Hamitic tribes of the so-called Africans, they have idols set up too. These other nations actually have wood and stone set up as their gods, but the Most High is saying, guess what? I am spirit, I am life, I am energy itself. You know, these things that are always setting up as gods, they are no gods. They have no life in them, they are no spirit, they are no breath. You understand?
From talking to somebody, right? From speaking to somebody who into that, right? What they was explaining to me It's like, it's the same thing that you were saying, is that these things are energies now. And it's the same principle that they do, but it's just that the artwork different. What they use to remind them that this is energy, that everything is energy. It's just a different artwork based on culture and geographical location and all of that now. But what if a lot of the people, right, of the world saying the same thing, but just in a different way, and we just don't understand each other?
That is just confusion. Understand? That is just confusion. Because guess what? If my name is Lamad, Salakia,
say the same thing, but what?
In different ways or some sort of thing.
But they already
take
doing
into
that.
consideration this story of when the different people of different nations was trying to create a tower to heaven, right?
Tower did it.
Yeah. So, what if it wasn't a literal tower? What if it was, the tower was a body of wisdom, right? And it's like all of us came together at some point. Because even King Solomon brought together different people from different backgrounds to stay within his temple, right? And come up with a way of enlightenment, of spiritual enlightenment.
Let me read this. Let me read this here.
Go ahead.
The Most High not dealing with that.
Yeah, can you probably see this real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
So saying that they say the same thing, and they already doing it in religion. All religion is the same religion. Different names, different God, different names of gods, but same
thing. That's a valid point. This is Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 8. When the Most High divided the nation, he divided the nation. Their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. So the Most High divide the nation. The Most High don't want everybody come together.
Why not?
Because this we want.
Because
this we want.
You see, the thing about it, right?
You make it a war, you set you in your own place. You ever hear the saying, two men can live in one hole? Right. He gave this one their land, that one their land, this one their land.
So it was never to intermingle?
No, we don't. The scriptures, in the laws, we're not even supposed to make children with the other nations.
How come mixed babies could be born?
But there's the thing. That is what bring all this confusion our faces because we're not supposed to do that. That's against the scriptures. You understand? Let me show this right.
But why does he allow it to continue?
Because the scriptures say what is a shame unto us. You understand, Daniel? Now let me show this right. Let me say East Indian women were always praised for their breasts and their long hair. Yeah. So that was a praise on them, that was a glory unto them. Yeah. Well-shaped breasts, well-shaped, well, nice hair, very beautiful face. Yeah. So that was a praise unto them. And then they start mingling with a people that not as well-shaped as them. Shorter hair, so they get short over time, they start to look more ugly, or kind of dilapidated looking breasts. Yeah. And what happened now? It brings a shame onto them because why they mingle. So the bad characteristics and the other nation is gonna pick it up. And that is what happened with we. Because he said that they still with that we here well nappy. But we pick up that from the Africans after we went over the people from Jerusalem to among them. We pick up that from them. Because we never used to look like that, like how we looking now. Let me say Israel was a natural tall people. Yeah. And then we start dealing with the Chinese who naturally short. Yeah. Then Israel gonna start to become a short people. And you know what they call we? They call we mongrels. Because the word mongrel actually goes back to a bastard.
That's right.
Call we potom. Because nobody doesn't want to buy a potom. Or a pure breed dog. Everything is about the purest breed.
And if I could
not believe in that.
Son, and Sarak, if I could say something to one of the reasons why that happened, diversity in it. That is why you could watch everything now and you could appreciate different flavors in food.
The word Douglas actually means bastard.
You understand? That's why you have different colors, red, blue, green. It's a diversity. So when you watch you most, you can appreciate now and say, well, yeah, that different people and different things. You understand? Go ahead.
Yeah, that.
Ezra's chapter.
Just now. Right.
Ezra's chapter 9 verse 1. Now when these things were done, the princes came to me saying, the people of Israel and the priests and the Levites have not separated themselves from the people of the lands, doing according to their abominations, even of the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Perizzites, the Jebusites, the Ammonites, the Moabites, the Egyptians, and the Amorites, for they have taken of their daughters for themselves.
Somebody go right.
Go ahead.
They say, for they have taken of their daughters for themselves and for their sons, so that the holy seed have mingled themselves with the people of those lands. Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Holy seed. When you yourself among the nation, you're not supposed to know. You're supposed to keep. The scripture said, keep thyself pure. I also said the apocrypha. When you find a good piece of land, it wasn't talking about land. It's a plant it with choicest seed, trusted in your stock. You understand? The scriptures in Tobit, you know Tobit tell his son, he said, if you go and get a wife from your nation,
that's
go
right.
to the other nation.
That's right.
Yes, make him swear.
Yeah.
Make him swear to get a wife, his son from the kindred.
Isaac tell Jacob too, and he tell Esau, but Esau went the own way. You understand? Yeah. You finish it?
It says, for they have taken of their daughters for themselves and for their sons, so that the holy seed have mingled themselves with the people of those lands. Yea, the land of the princes and rulers have been chief in this trespass.
Yeah, you see, Jake want everybody come together. He let everybody come together, spirit. He's had to storm you up there. Go ahead, go ahead. He's had to storm you up there, I tell you. Yeah, go ahead. Everybody come together, spirit.
In Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 1, when the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai thy power shall bring thee into the land whither thou goest to possess it, and had cast out many nations before thee, the Hittites and the Girgashites and the Amorites and the Canaanites and the Perizzites and the Hivites and the Jebusites, 7 nations greater and mightier than thou. And when the Lord thy God shall deliver them before thee, thou shalt smite them and utterly destroy them. Thou shalt make no covenant with them.
Yes, make no covenant, don't make no agreement with these people, you understand? Separate yourself from them, stay far away from them. Matter of fact, I want them dead. You understand? That's the reason why I make them. But, hey, them Canaanites ugly, no fuck. Go ahead.
Thou shew mercy unto them. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them.
Mercy goes back to the Hebrew word kasad, which means loving kindness. Don't even show them no loving kindness.
Same ham means bird face, right? I don't feel that mean like his face was black. I don't feel that. The scripture says that beauty gave burning.
Yeah.
I think burn face was a way to say you fucked up in the face back then.
Is that Esau calling burn face?
Because no one saying, think about it, he said burn face.
Yeah, God.
But I believe burn face was a way to say fucked up in the face back
Yeah,
then because I'm a real fucking ugly.
Yeah, I'm in charge of that.
In Isaiah 3, tell you what, instead of beauty, even at the
Burning,
yeah.
So boy, no burning could have been like, hey,
yeah, I'm in charge of that. I'm
like somebody acid in your face or your ass.
Yeah, let's do something. Your face like this, just store soup.
Go ahead.
Continuing, it says in verse 3, neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son. For they will turn away thy son from following me, that they may serve other gods. So will the anger of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai be kindled against you and destroy thee suddenly.
Yeah, so the Most High don't want we to learn of their ways, you understand? And that way King Solomon actually fell off, worshipping the gods of the other nation. Because Most High jealous, so they ain't into all of that unity thing. Because the scripture will say every nation shall basically like serve their gods, but we shall serve Huh? Yeah, good.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 13 and verse 15. Every beast loveth his like, and every man loveth his neighbor. All flesh consorteth according to kind, and a man will cleave to his like.
That's
Yeah,
right.
when you watch the savannas in Africa, you always see these animals with each other. They don't think crocodiles move with crocodiles, hippos move with hippos, lions with lions, hyenas with hyenas, gazelles with gazelles, birds with birds, fish with fish. Can you understand?
Zebras is by themselves. And
Yeah.
ox
Can.
animals by themselves.
That unity spirit they don't call it, that spirit dead.
Can you have to unite it in your own race?
Exactly, the spirit dead.
Next one here.
Well,
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 33 and verse
and
10.
the same fucking Zootopia, where Moroccan all them animals come together. Because he sort of show you some movies and cartoons where a wolf moving by a rabbit here, so and them normal and them cool and all kind of thing. Now a wolf eating a rabbit.
Eating that. You see that? You see there's a leg of chicken.
You understand? Balling about we had the same blood. You ain't telling a lion that, not lion seeing food. But
Sirach, chapter 33, verse 10. And all men are from the ground, and Adam was created of earth. In much knowledge, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai had divided them and made their ways diverse.
yeah, because most I see the spirit. This one had this character, this one had this character thing. But you see, my people, I labor with them. You know, this my people. Because we the firstborn of the Most High. So we are the strength of the Most High. You understand? The rest of them other nations, they just call them runts. Them is fucking runts. Esau is the runt. He probably the last nation Most High ever, like ever, or last spirit Most High ever made. Stupid.
People can say this. We don't come together as one way. In wickedness, you must come together, everybody, Chinese, black, East Indian, Jake, come together to do what? Jump up in carnival, jump in the savannah. This is wickedness.
When they come together, when they form democracy, democracy means the people rule. You understand? The Most High is the one who's supposed to rule, not the people.
That's right.
You don't even know how much hair on your head you want to rule yourself. Stupid out. Well,
Continuing at verse 12, it says, some of them hath he blessed and exalted, and some of them hath he sanctified and set near himself. But some of them hath he cursed and brought low and turned out of their places. As the clay is in the potter's hand to fashion it as his pleasure, so man is in the hand of him that made him, to render to them as liketh him best.
That's right.
Good is set against evil, and life against death. So is the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly. So look upon all the works of the Most High, and they are two and two, one against another.
because anytime you see the Most High send out Israel on a scene, it's because a nation doing some kind of wickedness. You understand? That is why we had the name Jacob supplanter. When I supplant all these other nations underneath the Most High. You understand? You have to preserve the flag. Micah chapter 4. What's that from? So like, yeah.
When they went to like Bible custom to show that like you had kings, like you had Pharaoh at Egypt, I think Ptolemy and I forget another king. They used to wear like I think it was 3 crowns on the head, and the crowns were symbolizing the nations that they rule now.
Can.
Understand? So yeah, I should have many crowns so that he ruled everything.
Can.
He ruled everything.
I think they had one with the hawk or the eagle or something, one with the snake. What it had and they combine them three One had a big open space, a red thing. Forget how they break it down.
Yeah, I was showing you like, you know, your nations that you rule.
Can.
Yeah, I was showing you how to rule it down.
And whether if you did who the root upper Egypt and lower Egypt. And yeah, can. Yeah.
This is Micah 4 verse 4. But they shall sit every man under his vine and under his fig tree, and none shall make them afraid, for the mouth of the Lord of hosts hath spoken. For all people will walk every one in the name of his God, and we will walk in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai forever and ever.
Yes, so the children of Israel going on, because these other nations, they're going and go up. They're going and go up, but we ain't going and go up again. So we still and constantly serving the Most High, you know. That is future prophecy, and with that, you know, closing off, want to give all praises, honor and glory to
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash.
Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone that surely do well. Salutation to the Akim that push this word out there in sincerity and truth. The sincere Aqua that listen in silence. We say Shalom, right? Mawat la Babal. Shalom la Bakaria.
Shalom.